Do it live. Holy shit, man.
What's up, dude?
Seems like it's the longest week of our entire lives. Man.
For sure, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Holy shit. Where do we start? There's a lot of shit.
Let's start with how your week went, man.
How my week went?
Yeah, how was it, dude?
It was fine. It was fun. Just worked. I don't know.
Starting to cool down a little bit too.
Yeah,
that was actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
it was like fluctuating.
It was nice. It was hot as balls, but it was nice. Nothing to worry about. As far as, I wasn't gonna have like a heat stroke or something. It wasn't that hot. It was nice. Shit. What are we just gonna go right into the? I mean, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna have an FGC episode.
Let's have an FGC episode.
Well, dude. I don't know. So I heard some suggestions for the podcast. I've heard that we should talk about beginner tournaments and what's going on with Cody and Dante or whoever. And we should generally talk about like the difference between the like FGC or the local fighting game scene and what the difference is. And but I don't know. I really can't. I don't know what people think about it. It'd be better to have someone else talk about it, but we're gonna try our best probably.
Oh shit!
Someone else probably knows more about it than
yeah.
But there's that. People want to. Lagade was like, talk about movie suggestions. So I have one, but I'll talk about it later. Hopefully, before we wrap, I'll bring it back up because I can't remember shit. And then Vincent, for some reason, wanted us to talk about conspiracy theories and misinformation things. So we'll probably swing around there a little bit and talk a little bit more about that kind of stuff. I'm just appreciate all the feedback, you guys. And I did find that picture at one of the storage units. So the 3E Fast and Furious black and white picture lives on, and I will post that up probably later today at some point.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
3 Fast and Furious, bro.
Oh shit. I need a disk drive. God damn it. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Fuck. All right. What are we talking about?
Well, I mean, we can start off with right here with the. Let's talk about Sajam, dude, and this poor guy who can't commentate streams anymore. So apparently he brought something up about the netcode, and they canceled every other commentating thing he was gonna do for the CBT, or that's what people were saying online. I really don't know, but
I haven't heard any of this yet.
I watched Button Check, and they kind of went into it a little bit, and some people were saying that he said other things, like he was just being negative about the tournament or something, like how it was being run or something. I really don't know, but man, I don't know, man. Like, if it's a shittily run thing, you should be able to call it out, dude. I don't know, dude. He seems like a guy that would know, right? What?
Bracket Visionaries.
Yeah,
that
dude.
Second fucking handlery tournament. Jesus Christ, what a disaster that was. You know what? I think one day I'll get David on here and let him try and defend himself. But I got plenty to criticize about that whole thing. I told him not to run it. The way hey man, people make their fucking beds.
Yeah, and not everybody agrees with each other.
They sleep in it. They sleep in them. I don't know anything about this Sajam thing actually. You just told me about it right now. But I guess in a weird way they have every right to be like, we don't want you here. You talk shit about our stuff. I mean, it makes them pussies, but it is kind of what it is.
Yeah.
In a
professional sense,
I don't know Sajam. I don't particularly like him because I don't really know him. I don't dislike him as much.
Indifferent to him.
A lot of people hate him for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. But I'll say that it's kind of sucks that we live in a world where that's like everything, dude. Yeah. You really can't. Capcom's doing it. Fucking YouTube does it. Fucking everyone does it. You can't say shit. If you criticize something, they're like, "Get the fuck out of here. We'll get some fucking shill to come in here.
If you don't like America, then you can
We'll get some shill to come in here and just peddle our fucking bullshit forever, and they'll never talk shit because they're trying to collect a check, dude. There's something. This whole beginners tournament thing, dude. Maybe before we even talk about any Cody stuff, we should talk about this beginner tournament.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, maybe because it
kind of coincides.
It segues into it, right? These beginner tournaments, dude. Like, I don't even want to fucking talk shit because it's like, it's weird. I think they're weird.
I think they're weird too.
I have this idea, and I don't know if this is true, but everyone I've talked to about it, it appears, and this is just my take. I might be wrong about this. I could totally be wrong about this. I probably am, because I am a fucking moron. But it appears to me that no one actually gives a fuck about it or cares. It's like, it's pure performative.
Yeah.
And that is even speaking on my stance on them. I don't give a fuck.
No.
But I'm using my voice to protest them because I think it's kind of funny. But, you know, I think there's more comedy in protesting them and saying how stupid they are and kind of shining light on the stupidity of it. And playing a contrarian, you know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of just fucking talking shit, and it's fun for me. But there's some legitimacy in my stances, and I'm not gonna say I'm gonna die on any of these fucking hills, because in my opinion, in a weird way, we all played in beginners tournaments. They just weren't called beginners tournaments.
They were just a couple homies.
They were just
practicing together.
Well, no, not even that. Like, yeah, we did that before we ever even went anywhere. But then we would go to like OFC and have tournaments with like 12 people, and none of them were like really that good. Richard was the best out of all of us, but even he wasn't like great at that point. He was just whatever.
Definitely.
Know? So, you know, every once in a while, especially in the old OFC days, like Rainier would come down and try to like steal our money, but he'd never win anyways. He'd get like second place, maybe third place or something. But, you know, he was the only SD head that would come all the way to North County to like try and take pot money from us, but it wouldn't even fucking work. But like, in a weird roundabout way, like, those were beginner tournaments run by beginners.
Yes.
And in my opinion, I just think that that's kind of what should happen. I think it's natural, and I think it's what should happen. And everyone speaks as this like, they speak about this like, what about the experience of the beginner? It's like I find it very hard to believe that anyone actually gives a fuck about that.
Yeah. Like,
I just and maybe it's like a self-awareness thing, because like I'm not like saying I'm like super self-aware, like, but I might be more than the average fucking person. And like, if you can't tell that like your reasoning for caring about the experience of a beginner is like, it's not genuine. It's like, I swear to God, it's performative. Like, it's like people that are like philanthropists or donate money or donate time to a charity. It's like, why do they do that shit? It's selfish as fuck. People are like, these people are the greatest. It's like, no, what are you talking about? It's the same type of selfishness. It's just different.
Yeah.
They're doing it because it makes them feel good. You think the fucking old lady who like, husband's dead and she goes to the fucking homeless shelter and like fucking donates her time feeding homeless people, you think she does that shit because like she gets literally nothing out of it? No, it makes her fucking feel good.
Yeah.
It keeps her from getting fucking depressed or something. You know what I mean? So like, a lot of these like takes, a lot of these stances of like, oh, like, we gotta care about, like, I just don't care. Like, that's not something, like, I don't expect anyone to care. I don't care. Maybe I am like a fucking like particular type of monster that like is fewer and far between, but it just, because I've talked to a couple people about it and they have these stances, and I keep prodding and kind of poking and what's it called, and it always comes to the same thing, like, well, I don't really care. And it's like, oh really? So you don't really care? Neither do I.
Why are we here then?
I'm talking shit because everyone's talking about the experience of the beginner who you go to a thing and you get your ass beat. It's like, okay, no one's talking about the experience of the guy with the Smurf account destroying the beginners tournament and winning, or the guy who's playing in a women's only tournament but like is actually the boyfriend. Like, this is, who's to say which experience is worth more? You know what I mean? It's like, it's like
it's a weird
come on, boys, like, what are we really talking about here?
I think the way I feel about it too, it's like a beginners tournament. To me, OFC, it might have been a beginners tournament, but I never felt like it was. It felt like a league
it wasn't
of extraordinary gentlemen.
It wasn't patronizing.
We were
That's
all
the difference.
going and showcasing what we could do, and there were people that were better and there was people that were worse, and you all fell in your own tier, and I think that made me hungrier. If I would have went to a beginners tournament and like was as good as maybe everybody there, I don't know if I would have been as hungry.
Listen,
dude.
Tell me one world champion who's ever gone up after winning the fucking championship and gone up and be like, I owe this to all the beginner tournaments that I went to. For all the big time TOs that put on free tournaments and streamed them. And they're the only people that actually make money off their streams. It's like, they just did it out of the kindness of their... No, that hasn't happened yet. Maybe one day it will. And you know what? Some guy's going to get up there and be like, I would have been here 2 years earlier if it wasn't for all those beginner... I would have won EVO 2 years ago if it wasn't for all those beginner tournaments. It's like, I could have really proven myself. Like, but I had to play all those fucking candy-ass cake eater fucking... those...
Well, that's fucking real, dude. It's like, remember that was the thing that that was the argument you would make. I would go to work and I would preach after EVOs. They'd be like, what's the big deal? Like, why would you go to EVO? And I go, if you could play football with the best football players in the world, wouldn't you want to? That was why we were going, to play with them. It didn't matter if I was the best.
Well, that's what makes it special.
Exactly.
That's what makes it special. And that's what makes moments special. If it was say there was actually like, okay, I've never even thought about this until this very second. So this might be like a very am I retarded? This might be one of those moments. But in disc golf, the way tournaments are run there's like novice, intermediate, expert tournaments, and you have to win a novice tournament to get into intermediate. Okay. And you have to enter an intermediate thing to get into expert. You have to win one, and it's all recorded, and it's all, there's like random unsanctioned events that you can just be like, let's go throw some plastic around, but any of the like, it has some abbreviation. It's like,
that's called
BBC 69 fucking what's it called? It's an association at the end. You're just like, okay, like what the fuck, But it's like National Disc Golf Association of Assholes or some shit. But that's how it's set up. And like, even if we were somehow magically organized enough to do that, there'd be moments that would never have happened because of that. Some of the most greatest moments of all time. Some of my favorite fighting game moments ever.
Can you name one off the top of your head? I can right now.
I can too.
What's yours? You go first.
When I fucking erased XSK Samurai Ryu from tournament play.
That story, you son of a bitch.
He would have never. He would still be playing me right now if it wasn't.
What about the T-shirt guy versus Punko, dude? The one guy that like was losing so bad and like took his shirt off and like put it on Punko's fucking neck.
Didn't he still get body? No, like
yeah, but that was like that could have never happened, dude. Like
yeah.
It was so cool. It was such a troll. It was so funny. People loved it.
There's all kinds of shit like that, dude. It wouldn't happen. And that's honestly what makes the FGC so special, is that cream rises to the top, but and anyone can enter and everyone can play. And
thing means nothing.
Honestly, this is another talking about conspiracy theories now. I don't know. This isn't even conspiracy theories. I just like get in these weird modes where I start thinking about something and then I like play out like years of futuristic scenarios. This is like fucking weird, crazy, like Rain Man brain type shit. I can like compute like multiple outcomes of like different dimensions, and like
it's like the butterfly effect.
It's a butterfly effect.
If only your mind like went in the future.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, you can look back on this in like 4 or 5 years and you'll be like, my God, he was right. This maybe this whole beginner tournament is a thing to like ease the sheep into these like corrals, like There will be a day in the future. This is full. This is fuel. Let's get real here. Fucking where 90%, 85 to 90% of major tournaments are not open entrance anymore. It will all be like Capcom Cup. You have to be invited. You have to be sponsored. You have to be in a league. And it only makes sense because of how much the FGC, like Illuminati or whatever, like they are all, it's all money based. And people, I mean, they think I'm fucking stupid because I'm like, you guys are giving money to these fucking big time TOs to like run these stupid beginner tournaments. And they're just like, it's all free. God damn it, you're so dumb. It's all free.
We just need a quick $100.
It's free to play. It's free to what's it called? And it's just donation money. It's like, you guys must be has anyone talked you into like sucking their dick this week at a gas station or something? It's like, are you guys fucking kidding me? Like, I know I'm fucking stupid.
Nobody accidentally sucks a dick. That's the fucking
No one knows how stupid they fucking are if you're saying shit like that to me, okay? Like, you really think that so they're just streaming it and what, they're just turn off? There's like a little demo, like, are they cutting the fucking Twitch check to the guy who got last place or something? Is that what they're doing? Is that you know what I mean? No. There are totally people like Cody and all these other people who don't make fucking money for jack shit.
No.
But they're doing beginners tournaments and that's their own fucking thing. They can do whatever the fuck they want. It's probably better. I'm talking about the big, like, all of the big major weekly or monthly or big time major tournament organizers, bro. They're not running fucking beginners tournaments because they're like, we're just trying to build a scene. And if they are even, they're trying to build the scene so that they can make more money. It's all business, dude. It's all fucking capitalism, fucking bullshit. But you cannot convince me that there's no money to be made in holding these stupid fucking beginner tournaments.
Yeah.
It's like a triple home run. It's like we get to like virtue signal to the fucking the like people who are like trying to like fight for the rights of the like lowly fighting game fucking millennial or whatever the fuck. I don't even understand it. And you also get to make money off your streaming of it. You get to like put this like image of like, we're running beginner tournaments so that we can, I guarantee you the same shit you sat there and fucking grilled someone, it would always come like, I don't really care. That's what always happens. I've had like 5 conversations with 5 different people and every single fucking time, if you just sit there and fuck with them long enough, they say, well, you know what, I really don't care. It's like, okay, so you really don't care. Okay, well, I'm just trying to make sure because I don't fucking care either. But I think it's fucking funny when someone ruins a beginner's tournament. And then there's in the Alpha 2 Discord and the Alpha 2 Fightcade like scene, there's the homie what's his name? Sprite Mix. This guy, I've met him in person. He's kind of weird, but he's cool as fuck. I like him. He's kind of weird, but you know, he's cool.
Who is it?
Some guy from North Carolina or South Carolina.
Some different life, dude.
Random Chun player. I fucking hate Chun, but I don't hate him. I think he's cool. I think he's done a lot for making the Discord, getting people involved. He streams. He fucking sets up shit. The guy's a badass. And he's super into Alpha 2. He kind of rejacked. He put some energy. He's into lifted it. He's carried a lot of the weight. He's put his own money, and he's a fucking badass for the scene for Alpha 2. This guy ran apprentice tournaments, and they were like whatever, you know. I never entered one. My internet was working for a minute. I entered like 2 of the like aggression tournaments when I was still living at the apartment. Nice. I got top 8, but I always lost to the same guy, Bunny Conda, fucking guy player. He's super good. But the store, I got double jeopardied by him one time too. Damn. I lost in winners and I lost in losers by him. I was like, really? But it is what it is. And then the whole moral of the story is he did these apprentice tournaments, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then the guy who would win them was this guy named Vodka Golbowski, which is like was supposed to be Zangief's name, and like before they named him Zangief, like Golbowski, like Vodka I can't fucking speak Russian, but it's something like that. Like his name was supposed to be Vodka. That's Golbowski or some shit. So his handle is that, and he's one of I've seen him play Justin Wong. I watched him play Justin Wong on Fightcade, and he fucking like bodied him. I was like, okay, so this guy's good. He's a good geek. I don't know how good of a geek he is. Probably top maybe 4 or 5 in the US or something like that, or at least on Fightcade. This guy enters the beginner Alpha 2 tournaments, and he just beats the fuck out of everybody. And you're just like, this is tight. You know what I mean? It's like, in a way, I'm just like, this guy's not a beginner. I was like, you know, he is. He hasn't played Alpha 2 for more than like a couple months, like 1 month. He was like 6 weeks into playing the game. I saw him when he first played, and he was kind of good. And then I picked Geef, and I beat the fuck out of him. Actually, the first like 5 times I played him, I would just counter pick him with Geef, and now I don't even think I can beat him with Geef. I'd have to like try hard and pick like you know, some character that counter picks the fuck out of him, like Saddam or something.
I was gonna say Saddam maybe.
But yeah, you just medium kick, medium slash, and he can't do anything about it. But like for a minute there, he's like, wow, like he's like, bro, man, you're like really good. I'm like, no, I'm not. I was like, bro, you'll figure this shit out. You're good. Like, just keep playing. And you know, he won like 6 of these tournaments in a row. And like, is Sprite Mix a shitty TO because he let him play? I don't think so.
At all.
So what constitutes a new player? That's what the whole big shit show about, the big argument that happened with like who can enter this Guild Digger Strive beginner tournament.
That's what I didn't get. It's like he kept trying to argue that like, are you a new player? And it's like, is this a new game?
It is. It's been out for like.
And we're all fucking new players, bro.
Yeah, and it's way different.
It is.
So I mean, it's just like, this is the thing. It's like there will always be fuckery involved in these online.
For sure.
Even if it's not online, even if you're just from some other place and you travel to a tournament, say you like travel, there was a beginner tournament. These are so stupid. People, I'm sorry, they're just dumb. They're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
No one should care about this, and I doubt anyone does. But it's all performative fucking bullshit. I want to care, so I'm gonna act like I do. And it's like, really, how much do you really care? Because I guarantee you it's way less than you think, or it's just so you feel better about yourself, or it's some delusion.
Let's start
of
a boys and girls after school program where you teach people actually how to fucking play the game, dude. Like, fuck a beginner's tournament, dude. Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, like, we didn't, like I said, like, there wasn't anything like that for us playing, but like I said, if beginners want to get together and have beginner stuff, I think they should do that, and it would teach them the ins and outs of TOing. It would show them how hard it is. It'd make them
appreciate actually going.
Yeah, and it would probably show them the money that, you know, it would probably give them a more realistic outlook on all the shit that I'm fucking complaining about, that people think I'm fucking stupid, but no, they're doing it for free, dude. It's all pro bono bullshit, but I'm a fucking idiot, right? I'm the stupidest person in the FGC, apparently. Yeah, dude. And I'm not, whatever. And then there was one guy who's like, and I know him. He's an ST player. He commentates for ST stuff. This is the thing, dude. I went to Evo and competed in Super Turbo for like 10 years in a row. And there was no fucking beginners tournament.
That's what I'm saying.
And then this ST guy is sitting there going like, I like beginners tournament because it shows you. And I like this guy. I have nothing against him. I'm just talking shit because he tried to fucking say some shit to me. Fuck you, bro. Like, he was like,
don't ever fucking talk to me.
Yeah, you're the you're the fuck I am. No, I'm just talking shit. But no. So this guy's like, I like watching beginner tournaments because it shows you can see people improve. It's like, and you like, you can't see that any other way.
Local tournaments are for. That's not.
You can only see someone improve by seeing the results of the tournament.
From being shitty to just.
You
not
can't
shitty.
watch and be like, "Oh wow, he finally blocked that."
Oh, he tucked a grab for the.
Yeah, it's like he finally learned you're supposed to tech Goken's grab slow. The back grab you tech slow. You tech it later than you would tech the fore grab or whatever. It's either back or forward. You know what I mean? Like, there's things you can see. It's not. Like, what the fuck are you talking? That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, any of these people, if I sat there and fucked with them for like more than give me 5 minutes just working them, they'll be like, you know what? I actually don't care. And it's like, okay, yeah, I know you don't, and I know I don't either. But I'm just defending the guy who's trying to fuck up the beginner's tournament because it's funny, and it's honestly, it's something I would do.
We did it.
I think.
Remember when Cross Tekken came out a week earlier or something? It might have even been 3 days earlier. Richard was like, "Hey, bro, I have a place that we can go get this game 3 days early, practice for the game because it was like that Friday or Saturday there was a GameStop tournament. We all fucking went and fucking Richard bodied the fucking shit out of everybody, and we fucking had early access. We had fucking, it was a beginner's tournament, and we had like fucking like leeway into that shit, dude. Like
we got every advantage possible.
Yeah. It was insane, but it wasn't.
There was like 6 copies left, and there was like 7 people in front of us, and we like broke a kid's neck and like threw him in some bushes to get the last copy. We're like, yeah, it's us. That's us.
We like got all these codes for the gems, like the best gems and shit. We're like, oh, dude.
We're like, no, real talk, dude. Listen to this shit. Oh, have you know how to play pool?
Yeah.
Do you know how to play?
Not very good.
Do you know that pool isn't really a game?
I didn't know that. What is it?
It's
a lifestyle?
Essentially.
No, yeah, dude.
I was listening to this history of fucking pool thing. So pool is just a slang word for people pooling their money. So whenever the original game of pool is completely different. You have to like bank the ball off of every shot. You have to it's harder and it's stupid.
More skillful.
And it's from England or Scotland or something. When it came to America, they're like that game fucking sucks. Like it's called like ball billiards bullshit. They're like fuck that shit. We're gonna make up our own game. And pool was like super popular. At one point, it was like, wow, like this is entertainment. It's skill based. Yeah. You have to be able to. It's almost like there's a lot of
variables.
There's a lot of common ground between the FGC and pool. That's why I'm getting this. I'm not just being fucking retarded right now. I know everyone thinks I am, but try to hear me out and try to connect the dots, dude. The fucking tags, skin tags.
I got a new skin tag, by the way, boys.
So in the early days of pool, it was super popular, and it was like pool halls were all over the place. And then there started to become this group of people that played pool and it's called pool because it's about people pooling their money up to gamble.
Okay.
And in a weird way, like, I'm just going to spell it out more for the fucking people who think I'm retarded out. So essentially fighting games, like, they just make a game. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. It's just a game. You're supposed to play. You're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to be shitty at it or whatever. And then there's this group of people that take it more seriously. And the pool players, they call it pools because they pool up their money and they have tournaments. They'd have money matches. And it started to evolve into this shady group of people that smoked a lot, drank a lot, were addicted to drugs, they were addicted to gambling. It was like this problematic group of people. And then all of a sudden, all the pool halls became like problematic. Okay. They were like, hey, we don't want pool halls in our city anymore. They're like cesspools for fucking high stakes gambling matches, fucking blah, 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 and all this shit. And there's just a lot of kind of parallels between the FGC and the early days of competitive players and American pool halls. Yeah. And so it's this like shady, grimy group of people that would conjugate at these places where they can play this game that's skill based. You know, that's the thing about pool is like you have to be able to make the shot. You can be the smartest motherfucking person in the. It's like those lab monsters in the FGC that are super good at figuring. Yeah, it's like me and Alpha 2. It's like I know everything about the game, but I can barely execute enough to beat like fucking randoms. You know what I mean? Like, and you have to believe in your execution. You know what I mean? It's like in pool, like you can't cheat, you can't fucking lie. There's no fucking hitbox. There's no what's it called? You have a stick, a cue, a ball, the felt. You have to know how to do English shots, how hard to hit it just perfectly to stop where you need it to. Definitely. And if you fucking miss the shot, you drop the combo, it's the same thing. Yep. And essentially, you can run a table if you get one hit. If you get a chance to go on offense, like you can run the table on someone as long as you don't make any mistakes. Definitely. And you play it all perfectly. So there's a lot of these parallels between the two things. And, you know, even the pool hall in Escondido got shut down. Yeah. They were like, look, dude, like, let's face it, dude. It's like a Jolton Joe's. Did you ever go there? I used to go there all the time. I used to play pool there. Me and my dad used to go there sometimes. And then whenever I was old enough, I would just go there and play because it was like it was cheap.
Yeah.
It was super cheap. It was grimy as fuck. You got to just play pool and have fun. And I didn't drink alcohol. I was like 18. I think it closed before I was 21.
Damn.
I wouldn't drink anyways because I'm sure.
Yeah.
So like the city shut this place down. They were like, this is like sketchy fucking like, and honestly like there's so much like in the early days of like FGC type stuff and pool. It's like very mirror imagery of each other in my opinion. I think there's a common theme there. There's a common thread. And a lot of the people in the FGC are kind of sketchballs. Like they kind of have, you know, you know what I mean? It's like, hey man, let's fucking money match. Let's play. They have all kinds of weird quirks that are. For sure. It's linear. You know, it's there's a thread there. But where was I getting at with this? You know, I think the esports aspect of this is trying to like. They're not the same path, like the esports path and like the
grassroots.
So like, yeah, whatever's left of the FGC and the esports are not on the same path.
No,
people are trying to put them on the same path, but you know, if I got my conspiracy theory, if I have my like long distance game glasses on in the future, there will be no more fucking in majors at least. It won't be open entrance. Because the TOs are going to realize that the people in the FGC are problematic. And they're going to want to deal with less and less of that because they're trying to withhold their sponsors because they're trying to make money. And they're going to turn their backs pretty much on the fuck. And then people that are actually allowed to play are going to be, you know, they're going to be the top players. They're going to be sponsored. What's it called? But there might be people that should be there.
Definitely.
Like Say Jam,
yeah,
who said something one time and they're problematic and they're not allowed to compete anymore, and just because of all the political bullshit that he said this one time, he said the F word or fucking whoever gives a shit.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know. You know, Eris has gotten into some trouble about saying some funny shit, dude. That guy's fucking funny, dude. He's a homie. I don't even know him. I don't watch his stream. I don't give a fuck about him, but I like him. You know what I mean? Because he's genuine as fuck.
Oh my god,
he's a genuine person. And a lot of times
when he laughs,
no, the realness is too much for people.
Oh yeah,
because like, you know,
when what was it? Ono made the fucking reveal for Kage. That was the funniest moment for Eris for me, dude. When he was laughing at the way he said living room, like it was so funny. Like I don't know why. I'd never really watched any of his streams, but for some reason I watched that clip and it was so fucking genuine, dude. It was so funny to see this guy like belly laugh over this guy trying to like reveal his character, dude. He was like, "Living room" or something like that. I didn't hear. Go home to your room, your living room. Yeah, it was like all fucked up. Like it was so good. It was so fucking funny, dude. Like, that was hype as fuck. And like,
well, you shouldn't have brought it up because now he's going to be accused for being a racist. And he's probably going to be accused for being racist. So you laughed at someone going, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's the world coming to? Okay, man. So, I think people don't, you know, maybe I don't realize how nice of a person I am. But I know for a fact that other people don't realize how bad of a person they are. Then people have this like crazy sensibility. They're like, I'm very righteous and virtuous and I care about the little guy and all that shit. It's like, do you though? I don't give a fucking rat's ass. If I was running a tournament, if I was running an Alpha 2 tournament at Cody's house and I'm walking around trying to get random beginners to fucking play, like I will never hold a fucking beginner Alpha 2 tournament. No. But if they enter, I will try to make their experience the best as possible because it reflects on me as a whole. And my whole thing is like, I'm just trying to do the best that I can do. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do my best. So if that's the case, then that's all fine and dandy. But if there's some other weird, like, no, I'm doing this for the beginners, it's like, you don't care, dude. Like, I might not be right about this. There might be someone who really gives a shit, but I think that they are most likely not too in tune with their conscious being, and they don't realize that it's just a thing to make them feel better about themselves. Like, that's what all that charity bullshit, that's all it is.
Yeah.
People don't realize that, but that's what it is. It's all it is. People don't do these fucking things out of the kindness of their fucking hearts. Like, Oscar being all nice to some strange old lady saying, "You look beautiful today." And I'm like, yeah, I bet you that made you feel good, right? Didn't it? She's just like, what do you mean? I was like,
you can lay your head on the pillow at night now because...
Maybe I'm wrong, dude. Maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe. But at least I'm honest, right?
Yeah, man.
At least to myself. But now...
Oh, fuck, dude.
I've never played Guilty Gear before. So I've never lost in a Guilty Gear match. Can I enter the beginner's tournament? Because I am undefeated. That's the $1 million question.
That's the $1 million.
I've never lost. Can I still play? I've never lost to anyone before. It's so crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like just bullshit drama too. It's like really like why does anyone like we shouldn't be having all this infighting about this crap.
No.
It's just.
Well, that's what's going on. It's just going on everywhere, and this is just an example of it. But it's like people are just arguing over everything, and like political beliefs, religious beliefs. Like it's just, and now it's dwindling down into our fighting game scene, and it's like you're not a part of the real scene.
Yeah. If you were on Twitter and listen to these fucking idiots talk about the real problems that's going on, it's like okay. And then we got criticized for having that like episode where we were trying to like. We were just trying to talk about what it would be like to be a woman at a tournament, like at a major. And like, that's what it was about. It was about being a woman at a major. And they're like, why don't you talk about your own scene, you fucking faggots? It's like, what the fuck? Okay. It's like, and you know what?
The worst part is we took our whole scene with us and we all went to fucking Vegas together.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Yeah, even combusted, and he fucking tried to make me feel bad for hitting on a fucking card I was supposed to hit at the dealer, and he's like, why'd you do that? You took my card, bitch. I'm like, we're not playing the same game. This is my bet. It's like 6 times as much as your bet, and I'm trying to win my fucking hand. I don't give a fuck about your cards, dude.
Yeah.
That's not what we're playing. The dealer's got a 10. I got a fucking 4 or something. You think I want to hit on this shit? I'm gonna fucking lose, and he'd had 20 anyways. You're mad that I took your fucking face card? I don't give a shit, bro. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you. Trying to make me feel bad for losing $5 fucking dollars. That's like a $45 bet on the goddamn table.
Some people, bro.
And then she had 20. If I would have stayed, I would have fucking lost. And he would have, he might have won his 5 fucking, I don't give a shit. We're not playing the same fucking game. Yeah. We're not a team. This isn't a team sport. We're playing against the goddamn dealer. I'm trying to win. You stupid motherfucker. Jesus Christ. And then I'm a fucking dumb
shout
asshole.
Combusted, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, look, dude, he defended Cody on the Facebook credit thing. So, like, shout outs to anybody. No, I'm not even trying to talk shit. All I'm saying is that
Cody's a fucking legend. Let's all just be right there, dude. Well, he's a hero, dude.
Let's tell a long form story.
Let's get real about it.
Let's get serious here. No, so I've often been accused of not giving a why don't you talk about your local scene instead of talking about this stupid shit? It's like, okay, like, and people are like, oh, Rico fucking doesn't show about shit. I don't know how much I want to disclose about all this story.
Do you show up when it really counts, though, dude?
Sometimes. I'm not saying I'm always to every single tournament, or I care about the San Diego Tekken scenes. I fucking couldn't care any less, dude. Like, you could put them in a lineup. It'd be like, this is a famous Latin American singer, or this is a random Tekken player from Cody's house. Like, do you reckon, like a lineup? I would be like, they're just all Mexican. Like, I got it. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't. You know, like, I play the games that I like to play, and I like to do the things I like to do. But people see that and they're like, this motherfucker doesn't do anything for the fucking San Diego scene. I mean, I don't know if anyone's actually said this, but is knowing how people like to talk shit in San Diego for no apparent fucking reason. Probably because it makes them feel better. It's another one of those,
yeah. Oh,
you look pretty today, old lady. It's like, that's one way to make yourself feel better. And there's other ways to make yourself feel better. And it's by like shitting on other fucking people. We'll do a callback to that.
Well, it's a good mix of both, right? You shit on some people and then you say one nice thing and then you're just like, God.
Yeah, I was talking to Cool Will about this, and I was just like, why do people like hate each other so much on the internet? He's like, it's just the culture, man. He's like, personally, if anyone's more retarded than I am, like, he's like, I'm weird, like, I'm quirky, like, I'm a fucking weirdo. He's like, if anyone's weirder than me, I hate them. I'm just like, okay, like, that's fucking. He's like, I just don't like them. Like, they're fucking weird. Like, everybody. Like, and I'm
what
just
does that mean?
I don't know, but this is a legit quote. I'm not
shit.
like trying to skew this at all, but I'm not even saying it's like
bad thing.
No, it's just what he thought. And you know what? Maybe a lot of people think that way. I don't know. But I try not to talk too much shit about people. And if I do talk shit, I always say it right there like a funny way.
Yeah.
Like when Corey Bell was at our party and he was like someone's like, hey, can you give me a Coke? And he's like, he's made some joke about like cocaine. I was like, hey, this isn't a fucking anime convention orgy, dude. Like, everyone was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny to say that. People are like, that was fucking weird and like mean. It's like, no, it was just something I thought was funny. So I came out of my fucking mouth. It's like, maybe I'm fucking crazy, but I like to make fun of people when they're right there and they can fucking hear me. You know what I mean? I like to say something fucked up just right in front of them and make it funny.
And you know what though?
And they even
we
laugh.
grew up that way.
Yeah, we just talk shit to each other. But whatever. Besides the point. Let's keep going. So there's one story I can tell. So
it's gonna be hard.
When TTF had the like bee infestation. No, it wasn't even the bee thing. It was it the bee thing? It was either the bee thing or it was when the Mitchell's Switch
got stolen, right?
Switch got stolen. One of these times, TTF like closed down, and it was partly because of one thing, but it was also partly because of like the overall state of the house, and it was closed down for a while, and people started getting kind of antsy, and people were motivated to do something about it. And then this Facebook group, anyone watching this, like maybe 1% of you were actually invited, but it was anyone who was in the group knows what I'm talking about. I think it was called the Re-Up. It was a weird name. I think Jamal was the guy who started the Facebook group, and he was just like, look, like TTF is like a staple of the San Diego FGC. Like, we need to all do something to get it back up and running. Like, what can we contribute, donate, time, what's it called? And everybody had all these fucking great ideas of how they can monetize things or whatever. And I was like, look, dude, like, we just need to fucking clean the goddamn house up and like get it refaced just on a surface level. Like, I'm not even talking like deep clean or anything. I'm just like, just fucking get all the shit out of there, mop it up, sweep it up, cut the goddamn lawn. The backyard was like out of control. And I was like, look, I'll take a week off of work and go down there every single day and work and just try and get it all knocked out. And to be honest, I thought it was going to take like 3 days, and then I could actually like
finalize. Try
and go work on the bathroom or something. Like try to like put new tile down in the bathroom or something just to make it, you know, I had more ideas than just clean, like just picking up all the shit and cleaning it. But after the first day, I was like, holy shit, this is going to take a lot longer than I thought it would. So that whole, I took a week off of work. I drove down, I woke up at like 5 o'clock. I started driving down there at like 5:30 in the morning. I would drive all the way, beat all the traffic, make it down to fucking Cody's house, like right when the sun was coming up, and I just start fucking, I think I just started weed eating at first. I just started weed eating, or at least around the backyard. Definitely. And then I cut branches off the trees. I made it into piles. I picked up all the cans. There was a lot of shit, dude. It was fucking insane. Well, I went there for like 10 hours, and at first I was like, maybe I'll just go out to lunch. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and spend as much time there as possible. All the while, I said in the Facebook group, I'm going to be here every single day from fucking sunrise to sunset working on this shit. Whoever wants to come by and help can help. Nobody fucking came. Not a single goddamn person. And this is a group of people. I'm not even trying to call anybody out. I've never fucking talked shit about this ever. It just is what it is. No one came. And even people that live there woke up and was like, I had a sack lunch. I'd bring a lunch just so I didn't have to take time to go get food and eat this big fat meal and get lethargic. I was like minimalist. Like, I brought a fucking Gatorade. I brought like a little thing of fucking pretzels and like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a bag of chips or some shit. And I was just like, I'm just gonna eat while I'm walking between one thing to another, like take a bite and just be as optimal as possible because I need to spend. I fucking spent like 10 to 11 hours every single day for a whole fucking week there. And one time someone's like, hey man, like I didn't know you were here. Like, he woke up, I was like, I'll come and I'm gonna go get some food. You want something to eat? I was like, yeah, sure, give me something. He's like, okay, cool, I'll come back and help you. Motherfucker never came back. And I was there for like 6 more hours. I was like, okay, this is like how much the talk about manufactured fucking caring. Like, and people can fucking talk all the shit they want about, oh, where were you? Or
well, they didn't have to help, bro. They fucking posted on the fucking forum that they were going, dog.
I'm not even trying to talk shit. I think people's maybe they had to work, you know. Maybe they had to do something. Maybe it was a long way to drive. Maybe they can't see at night. A lot of people,
driving at night.
Everyone's favorite excuse is, I can't drive at night. I can't see. It's like, really? Okay. Whatever. You know, I've heard that from people that have like 20/20 vision. I'm just like, what the fuck? Asuka's sister's like that. I don't want to drive anywhere. Yuki's like, I can't drive at night. It's like, can't you? Can't you though? Like,
it's a little scary.
I can't see. I got fucking sand blasted in my eyes like a little fucking kid, like dog shit vision. I'm supposed to wear glasses. I can barely get my goddamn driver's license. I can't drive at night, but I still fucking do it.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not gonna kill anybody.
You just follow the lines of the road, dude.
I don't know. Maybe people's lived experiences are different or whatever. I don't know. Gives a shit. But long story short, you know, I busted balls. I literally ate Mika shit because I weeded and it fucking splattered across my face and into my mouth, and I just spit it out and kept fucking going. You know, whatever. And then it came to the last day. I was like, hey, I'm paying for a trash. Something? No, I'm paying for a trash disposal guy, like a box truck, to come here and take out the couches, the what's it called, all the trash. I had it all piled up. It was already fucking bagged up. The fucking leaves, the weeds that I cut up, the fucking tree branches were there, and it took. I mean, it cost $600.
Hell yeah!
And you know, whatever. I fucking paid for that. I broke my goddamn windshield. Not my windshield, my back window on my truck. I was weed eating and a rock fucking broke it. I didn't fucking say anything to anybody about it, but I had to pay for that fucking too. You know, I've sacrificed a lot for TTF. As much as people fucking want to fucking act like, oh, you talk about other stupid shit. Talk about your scene. It's like, you want me to talk about your scene? It'd probably fucking drag all you motherfuckers through the goddamn butt if I want. You know, see what I've fucking done, you know? And now I feel good. I got that off my... Now,
don't y'all want to feel good too, man? Like that.
Oh no, and then the last day, so people showed up, and shout outs to Watts and Christy for actually helping. Everyone else showed up, and they just had their hands in their pockets, and they were talking shit about Don for some reason. And I'm sitting there, like, working, fucking taking trash out, and I'm like, what are these guys doing? And they're like, just making fun of Don. I'm like, why are you guys making fun of Don? They're like, come on, bro. Like, I'm like, come on, what? What the fuck is wrong with Don? I like Don. They're like, Don. I'm like, dude.
One of the coolest people I've ever met in my
life. He's all right to me. What the fuck?
Shout outs to Ken Dama, dog. That was like the best, dude. No. Fucking legend.
No, and people's recollection, fuck you guys. Go back, think about that day. You guys were sitting around talking shit about Don for no fucking reason. And I was just trying to get some fucking help. No, people help, but really not too much. It kind of irked me, and I never said anything until right now. And now I feel good about it.
Now I have a platform to stand on.
Yeah, I made this podcast so I can come here and fucking shit on all you fucking guys, okay? So fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. Look. The reason why I don't sit around with my hands in my pockets is because twice in my life I got like beaten half to death because like my dad was there with some people and they started like digging some fucking post holes or some shit, and I was just like, there's too many cooks in the kitchen. I'm just gonna like sit here and like with my hands in my pockets, and like 20 minutes later I was like getting drugged behind a barn and like beaten within an inch of my fucking life. Don't you ever sit around with your hands in your pockets when fucking men are working. Like, pick up their fucking shovel and take it from them and fucking do it. Like, don't let, you know what I mean? Like that.
Amen.
So maybe all our lived experiences are fucking different, and maybe blah 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 blah. But you know what? All the shit that I've done, which is not that much, is like a fucking grain in the sand of the fucking Sahara Desert compared to what fucking Cody's done.
He's done a lot, man.
I'm all fucking
emotional now and shit. He's a good guy, man. Good friend, good tournament organizer. I think he always is very humble, and I don't know. He's been good to a lot of people, man. Been good to a lot of people. Fighting games are great, dude. Just remember that, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I got emotional about that. Sometimes I get sentimental. You remember that?
Yeah.
God damn it.
You know, it's one thing that it's a scene that we all go to and play games there, but also he's a good friend to all of us, man, you know, so.
It just... It trips me out, dude. It trips me out how quick people are to, like, talk shit. It really, it trips me out. Like, a lot of times, like, I mean, I don't know, I talk a lot of shit. I like talking shit. I'm a bad fucking person, dude. I love talking shit. But I like to talk to people, and I like to throw shit in their fucking face just to try to get them to see, like, something from another perspective. And yeah, it's mean. Sometimes I'm fucking being an asshole, but it's my love language, okay? Like, if I didn't care about anybody, I wouldn't fucking talk shit about
Exactly.
it. But the amount of people, I mean, a lot of people have talked a lot of shit about a lot of things, and I'm just like, what are we talking, like, you know, as much shit as I talk about my friends, I defend them, like, a lot, too.
Definitely.
Like, the second Vincent got his fucking girlfriend, and, like, people were just talking so much fucking shit, dude. And, like, left TTF early and all this stuff. Like, people were just making the biggest fucking... They're making mountains out of molehills, bro. I was sitting there like, why? I'm like, dude, you guys aren't in his fucking shoes, dude. Like, why are you guys talking shit? Like, I wasn't about it. And I defended him forever and a day about it. Forever and a day about it. Like in front of... yeah, and it's like... I'm like, bro, you guys don't... You're not in the shoes that person's in. So, like, we can't really
talk from where they're coming from.
It's not, if you want to say something to them, you think it'd be funny, and you can kind of, like, plant some seed of
a different idea or something.
Yeah, like, you should use your shit talking as a productive form of criticism. You know what I mean? Like, criticize productively. Don't just talk shit to talk shit. It's not good. And it breeds, like, contempt and fucking remorse, and not remorse, but like, what's the word? Cynicism. No, it's not good for you to talk too much shit.
No,
especially in private, because then it brews this different thing. It's different if you air it out, if you let it, especially if you fucking say it right in front of them, and be like, fucking. You just make fun of them in some fucked up way, and they're like, okay, maybe there's some fucking...
They kind of get it, they're like,
damn. But just to sit around and fucking talk shit, dude, like, I was weirded out by the whole Don fucking... And Don's probably like, what? People are talking shit about me, bro? I'm sorry, dude, but yeah, it was fucking disgusting. And I was like, I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is going on?
That breaks my heart, bro.
It was all kinds of shit. Like that
heart.
Fucking, when Vince has girlfriend, dude, people were talking. I'm like, dude, fuck you guys. I'm like, I want to talk to him about it, but it is kind of strange, but like, I'm not, I don't know. This is a different situation, you know? Plus, you're not in, it's just different, dude. It's different. It's just different. And people just, they like to talk shit, and I don't know how good it is.
It's because everyone wants to think what they're doing, what they think, what they say is the right way. But not everybody's born the same. Not everyone's got the same living situation. Not everyone's got the same parents. Like, there's so many different factors, man.
Or like people's different versions of trying. Like, maybe people can only show up as their...
That's them trying.
You know, how, people are like, oh, well, the house situation at TTF, it's ridiculous, blah, blah. It's like, I don't have fucking gout. I don't know what it's like to have to fucking get up and walk around. You know what I mean? Like, it hurts, whatever. I don't know. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I can do. Definitely. What I'm good at is I can fucking work.
Yeah.
I'm an able-bodied fucking person. Maybe I'm a workaholic even to a certain extent. Like I was at work before I came here. I'm gonna go to work, and it's a fucking day I'm supposed to have off. I'm gonna go to work, and I'm still, I'm gonna go to work after this, and it is what it is. But you know what? I have fucking 2 hands, and I can fucking
still work, dude.
So if I'm not even saying I wouldn't go back to TTF and fucking try to clean it up one more time before. If we can open it back up, maybe I'll clean it up and then I'll fucking leave because they're like, oh, you're not fucking vaccinated, Rico. Like, you can't come in. And I'm like, I'm this close to getting paid money to take it. I'm not even anti-vax, dude. I'm just, by just dumb luck circumstance, I am this close for getting some fucking gift card to like something, Chili's, or or getting just outright $100 Visa or something. I'm this fucking close, dude. And maybe I am fucking retarded, but at the end of the day, they're gonna be like, "Wow, we all paid to get the vaccine, and Rico got paid $100 to take it." It's like, you know what? Maybe I am a fucking stupid asshole, but I'm this fucking close. And if tomorrow they're like, "You want to go hang out at Vincent's house on Saturday, or fucking go to TTF? You're gonna need your little fucking paper card." I'll be like, "All right, fine. I'll take part in this global experiment. Why not? I'll do it." But I was this close. I was this goddamn close to getting $100 because that would
want those long lenses again. Dude.
Yeah, I'm just. Oh shit! No, man. I mean,
let me put it this way too. Going back on the story of cleaning up TTF. Some people are just bred different, and I had next door neighbors. It was at the peak of the heat. It was like 105 out. It was hot, bro. And they were digging a hole and bringing the dirt from their yard to our next door neighbor's yard to fill a hole. It was a really weird situation, but
someone needed to fill dirt, and someone wanted to like build a pool or something.
Yeah, some dumb shit like that.
Okay.
My neighbors are old. Mm-hmm. They have able-bodied sons, but a lot of them are married and moved away and shit. So my brother offered to help them, and I offered to help them as well. I went out that day. I just got home shopping with my dad, so I didn't drink any water. I was like dehydrated as shit. And I went out and helped these guys until I passed out on the ground and smacked my head on the concrete, bro. I like helped them to the point where I passed out, dude. In front of my ex-girlfriend's dad, bro. They like had to carry me in the house, dude. I had like work gloves on and shit. They like put me in the house. I hear like a knock like 10 minutes later. They're like, "Can we get the work gloves back?" I was like still wearing them. I was like, yeah. Like my bad, bro. But I don't know. It's like, I'm not a hard worker. I just want to help people. I don't know what it is, man. It's like, it makes you feel good, kind of, right? Like, it's like, why wouldn't you want to feel good? Why wouldn't you want to feel good, dude?
I think it makes you feel good.
It makes you feel real good.
Yeah, I mean, you're outside, the sun's on your fucking. It's like
maybe it's on you a little too much,
It's like office space,
Yeah.
Like, he's like, he used to work in the office all day, and then he like does all that shit. Ends up working construction at the end. He's just like feeling good, being outside, doing manual labor, and he's just like, I like this better. You know what I mean? Like, honestly. There's endorphins definitely that get released. It's not a bad thing. Working hard is a good thing. I think it's healthy. Yeah, sure. Sometimes you just gotta
stay hydrated.
Sometimes you can like overdo it. And...
Yeah, dude. I literally started seeing stars. Like I was just shoveling, and I just like started seeing color spots, and I was like, I think I need to chill for a second. They're like, yeah. And I just stood off to the side. And the last thing I know, as I'm on the ground and my like arm hurt, my head was hurting, I was like, ah! I came to, I was like, what the fuck happened? They're like, dude,
this is making me think of something.
Pass the fuck out, dude.
Dog, this was the most fucked up story of all time. Like, I've like never been more of a douchebag than this in my entire life. Like, this is like cruelty to like, this is like workplace environment cruelty, bro.
Holy
like,
shit.
We were in Texas at the ranch, and we went down there to go pick up hay. Like, we did some farming, dry farming, and then the yield was good. And the next door neighbor, like the one guy, he has like alfalfa fields and shit. We're like, hey, can you cut and bale it was Sudan. No, it wasn't Sudan. It was just like Bermuda grass that grows naturally down there. And he's like, yeah, sure. So he baled all this fucking hay, dude. And me and Dad went out there, and he hadn't even done it yet. But we were there for a while. I wasn't with Oscar. We weren't newlyweds, but we were like, you know, I wasn't with her, and we were there for like a week. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, bro, we're doing all this other shit, and I'm like, when can we leave? And it's hot. It's fucking hot as balls, bro.
Yeah.
There's I was sleeping in the car with the fucking AC on. Like, I was naked first, and then I had like a wet towel on me. It would dry up in like 5 seconds. I'm like, fuck this. I go outside, there's fucking bugs. I'm like, fuck this. I got in the truck, I would start it and like let the AC run for a minute. I just sleep in the seat, turn off the truck, fucking wait like an hour, turn it back on. It was so hot. It was like 100 degrees at night, and it was just muggy and humid and shitty. And I'm like, when the fuck are we gonna leave? He's like, as soon as the hay gets fucking picked up. And I'm like, okay. So we run out of water, bro. Like, there's water at the wells. The windmill's pumping water into this tank. It's black on the fucking out in the sun. Mm-hmm. And if you turn on the fucking water faucet, it's miles away too. It's just jank as shit. It's just like random well water. But you turn on the faucet, it would come out. You could fucking mix instant coffee into this shit.
It was that hot.
That's how hot it was.
Holy shit.
And
dude.
so, and we ran out of water. We ran out of drinks. And Dad's like, oh, we can't do this work without drinks and shit. It's going to be too hard. I'm like, fuck that. I was like, go to town, get drinks, and I'll get these guys. We'll take it slow, and we can leave as soon as the hay's picked up. All the hay. He's like, yeah, as soon as it's done, like, we'll get out of here. I was like, okay. He left, and it's just these Mexican guys who live across the border that just like come over and like are day workers pretty much. And I was just like, all right, you guys heard it? I was like, dude, it was fucked up, dude. It was fucked up, dude. These guys, and honestly, these motherfuckers are lazy as shit. Like, I know they live in fucking horrible living conditions. They probably have fucking dirt floors. I haven't been to one of those guys' house in a long time. I used to go to Mexico all the time, but I just don't do it anymore. You know, God only knows. And I'm talking shit, but like, they're not morbidly obese like me. And I was like, they have these jugs. They have like plastic bleach containers they use for like water.
Holy
and they wrap it in like random canvas and sew it all together. And then you fill it up with water and you get it wet. And then, so I was like, get the 2 jugs we have, fill them up, get them wet, put them in the shade. I was like, we start loading it. And there was some old fuck. I hate this motherfucker. He's one of my uncles. He's like by in-laws. He's such an asshole. I think he's like having dementia. He talks a lot of shit, and I'm fucking sick and tired of it. But I was just like, Lucky, drive the truck. I was like, drive the truck with the trailer. Me and these guys will pick up the hay and stack it. And it was so hot. And I was like, let's go. And one trailer load, we go up. I was dying. I was like on the verge of fucking puking. And I was just like, this is nothing. They're like, dude, I was like, you guys have it so nice up here. I was like, if you're in America, you try to fucking survive. I was like, shit, not with this work ethic. Like, they can't even speak English. I'm just like talking to myself.
Deaf ears and shit.
Yeah, I'm just like, they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, here, drink this. Like, the water was like fucking still practically hot, but we drink it and then go down, get another trailer and come back. And then they're like, when are we going to stop pretty much? I was like, we're not stopping until we're done. And there's one guy who did speak English. He's like, you just want to go home to your wife. I was like, who gives a fuck what my motivations are, dude? I was like, bro, you're like a perfectly fit fucking 19-year-old kid. I was like,
you're fine.
I was like, look at me, bro. I was like, I'm not doing half the fucking work you guys are. I was like, I'm fucking moving faster than you guys are, like bumming it up out here because you're over it. I was like, you don't think I fucking hate doing this shit? It's like, it's like, let's just all get home. I was like, my dad's gonna be back with drinks any fucking minute. And we did it all day, bro. We picked up every single bale. They left when it was dark, and my dad shows up like right when they're walking like across the border. My dad shows up with all these Gatorades, all these drinks, and he's like, "Where are the guys?" I was like, "They just fucking left. They couldn't hold them." And he's like, "How much you guys get picked up?" Like half. I was like, "Nah, we picked it all up." And he's just like, "No fucking way." I was like, "Yeah, dude." They're like,
"That's."
He was like, "Dude, that's fucked up." He's like, "How'd you guys do it?" Like, it was so hot. I was like, "Shit, it was nothing." And I was like, "We're leaving first thing in the morning, right?" He's like, "Yeah, we'll leave first thing in the morning." I was like, "Hell yeah!" Like,
thank God,
dude. I could have killed one of those old fucking guys.
Sure.
Dude, it was fucking gnarly. It was the most brutal fucking shit, and I wasn't even getting fucking paid for that shit, dude.
Damn,
I was just doing it
That's
for free.
That's his family, dog.
I was just doing it for free, dude. But
getting paid in loves, dog, and pesos and shit. Dude.
Yeah. Gatorades and Coca-Cola.
Electrolytes.
Oh man. And then that night I slept like a goddamn baby, dude. Those guys would probably fucking hate me.
Not even in the car in the AC.
They probably fucking talk so much shit. When they went, they're like, what the fuck was that bullshit? The guy who spoke English, he just wants to go fuck his wife, dude. He's like, what a piece of shit. Like, he made us like, it's like, you guys want to do this shit for 2 days? Really? You want to come back tomorrow and do the rest of it? I was like, I know you don't. Let's just get it done today. Let's get it done right now. You know what I mean? And it was kind of fucked up. But, hey, we got it done.
No one passed out, dude. That's a win right there.
We left, and we left early enough to buy boots in El Paso. Like,
see, there you go, dude. Everyone wins.
Yeah. Good
man. Hard work sometimes, dude. That shit'll fucking...
I still kind of feel bad about it. No, literally, because, like, it was fucked up.
You know what, though?
I was, like, straight, like... Someone was like, they were like, I like whipped him in the back with like a fucking baling wire. I was like, yeah, you fucking son of a bitch. I was like, pick that man up. I like pushed him out of the way. I threw it in the bag. I was like, let's go, pussies. They're like, what is wrong with you, dude? We're like 45 years old. I was like, and I'm fat as fuck. Yeah. I was like, I had a heart attack like 2 days ago. Like, you think I give a fuck, dude? Like,
I like this fat segment that we're getting into right here, dude. Let's let's curve it a little bit, dude. So. Let's talk about some fat chronicles here, dude. Let's talk about the first time we like realized we were fat, dude. When do you think it was for you?
I was working with it was like, I don't know why, it was like a holiday for school or something. My dad was like, let's go do a kitchen with me or something. I'm like, all right. And then he's like, my shoe came untied and I was like sitting on this little stool, like tying my shoelace, and I was just like, and then I was like, it's kind of crazy, like tying your shoelace, like it's hard to breathe. And my dad was like, you probably need to lose some weight. And I was like, yeah, I was like suffocating. I was like, good thing I can hold my breath for like a minute and 18 seconds. He's like, why, son? I was like,
that's how long it takes me to talk.
That's how long it takes me to He was like, you fat fuck. That one time when I was a little kid, I was topless eating a hot and ready at the dinner table. Like, it was like free. This was when hot and readies were only on Wednesdays. It was like
it was like a real pizza too. Wasn't
it? No, it was Little Caesars. It was only one in Esco. It was old days, bro. Fuck. And I remember I was just a sloppy bitch, dude. And I was eating. And I had like no napkin. I had like pizza like all over myself. And I thought it'd be funny. I like grabbed my tit and I like wiped my mouth with it. And I was all like looking at everybody and they were like, oh my God. Like, and they were like the look of disgust on their face. And I was like the only fat one in the family. And I was like, I thought it'd be funny. And they were just like,
go put a shirt on.
They're like, you disgusting piece of shit. I was just like, what? I was like, what? They're like, you shouldn't be able to do that.
Y'all can't do that either? Like,
no, it was bad. I think I could still probably do it, dude.
A fucking titty wipe? Who hasn't titty wiped before?
No, that.
Come on, dog.
That fucking, I don't know. One time I had this like friend from, it was either church or some random shit, and like, it was like I don't know. When I was 6, like I wasn't fat, and then by the time I was like 8, I was like morbidly obese. It was insane. Like I was huge.
If we could put a picture on here, I have a picture of me and Big Bear when I was like 6. Abs.
Yeah, straight up
abs.
Jack. I have my brother's.
I was like, what the fuck?
My brother's like 9th birthday, so he was 3 years older than me. That means I was like 6. I was jacked, bro. I was like a jacked kid.
Little Hercules, dog.
Well, I can still do the like pectoral muscle flex thing. Like I can like do the like Dwayne the Rock Johnson thing.
Dude.
And like so, and I always could do it. Like when I was a little kid, I would just fucking be like, yeah. And then one day, it was like one hot and ready summer, bro. It was like for a 2-year span, I could wipe my mouth with my titty. Like I was like, no one's checking the food I'm eating. Like what the fuck is going on?
They're not putting rulers under your titty to see how much.
Bro, it was like I was like, what happened? I was like a perfectly normal human being, and now I'm like on my deathbed. Like, no, I mean,
getting bed sores.
No, actually, I have insurance, and like I get blood work and like all this shit, and the doctors are always trying to talk shit, and they like look at the blood panels and my fucking cholesterol and all my shit, and they're like, "You're like somehow like super fucking."
Skin.
They're like, "You're like healthy as fuck, dude."
That's just thick skin, dude.
No, bro. If I lost like 150 pounds, it would be scary, dude. I'd be fucking jacked, but that's besides the point. Yeah, I like being fat. I think it builds character. I couldn't sing good until I got fat. It was like a fucking Ruben Studdard, dude.
Yeah, bro. Everyone knows.
Sing good.
He's like, I don't want to just go to American Idol. I want to win.
No, I'm just talking about it. No, but really though, like my friend came over one time and I was like, we were getting into the pool and like I was like, damn, dude. Like I was just like looking at myself in the mirror before like we were all gonna go out, and I was like, dude, I'm a fat fucking piece of shit, dude. And like no one really picked on me because I was like a mean fucking kid and I didn't take shit from anyone, but they could have if they wanted to. Like I was a fat shit.
Oh yeah.
I've always been like way over fucking weight, doing shit like in middle school, like chewing on my fucking shirt because I was like trying to like.
Dude, you're
no,
like,
you know how it is, dude. That kind of just a fucking.
Oh my dude.
Just a fat fuck.
You know,
bro.
I was the same, dude. I kind of was like a thin kid, and I don't know. My mom passed away and was adopted by my uncle and grandma, and like I don't know if they just kind of let me fucking loose and let me do what I wanted, and I just started to balloon up. And I remember like my uncle, we call my dad because he adopted us, but he used to do this thing where he would like pick us up and like swing us between his legs and shit. And the moment I realized I was getting fat was when I didn't make it through his legs anymore, dude. And like him and my brother were like laughing and shit, like made like a joke about it, you know? And I was like, dude, like my body, like I'm not the same anymore. It's like kids my age and shit.
It's fucked up because you have a twin.
Yeah, I had something to compare it to. I feel like
you had like a genetic copy. It was like why?
That's what you look like if you were healthy, Brandon.
Josh is still thin, huh?
He's thinner than I am. He's ballooned up a little bit. There's a picture over there of us when me and Megan got married, and he looks at it and he's like, "God damn it, I'm a fat piece of shit." It makes me laugh every time. But yeah, man, that was the start of it, and countless times like you, it's like. I remember swimming everywhere with my shirt on and wondering like why no one else was wearing their shirts and shit. Like there was this epic story. I went to Knoxoak City once and we waited like 2.5 hours in this line to go on the slide. And we finally get to the top and when it's like my turn, the guy's like, "Hey dude, you can't wear a shirt up here. Like you won't slide down the slide. You have to take your shirt off." And I was like, I was all mind bugged and shit. I was like, "I'll just go back down." And he's like, "You can't go back down. Like you have to take your shirt off right now, dude." I was like mortified, dude. Like took off this shirt, like had to like go down the slide holding his shirt. They're like, "Look at that fat kid holding his shirt, dude." I was like, "Fuck, man!" Like it was the worst experience of my life, dude. I think I was like schoolmates and shit, like some girl I liked at school. Like it was all fucked up, dude. I was like, "God damn it, dude." Yeah, it was the start of the end, dude. You know? No more sunburns, just like t-shirt.
I remember one time we were. We lived. Me and Oscar just moved in together. We were living at Wooford, and there's like a community pool there. And like, God, I always hate fucking when you tell a story. I'm just gonna fucking. I was there with someone related to Oscar.
Gotcha.
You know, it's kind of
gotcha.
I don't know. I don't know what I gotta ask him.
I know.
But
I gotcha.
And they were like, "Oh man, like I'm always self-conscious about fucking like swimming because like I'm a little like chubby or something." I don't know. I was like, whatever. I was like, "You're not big at all, not yet at least. You're not gonna be big." Like at that point, I was like, "No." I just remember being there. I was like, "You're self-conscious," and I just like pulled off my shirt. And they just were like, "God damn, this guy is fucking fat as fuck, dude." I was just walked into the pool, like splashed
just
around,
like rolled in like a killer whale on your stomach.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Like...
The epic fucking Tim Dillon bit about like if there were fat people on TV shows when we were kids, like we would be like just like it was a good thing that we didn't have like people that we could like identify ourselves with like when we were kids, because like I mean maybe. For some people, I've always been just like maybe overly confident. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I don't think I was always. I'm overly confident. I just think that like I compensate with my like. I just try to make people laugh. That was always my bit. It's like I might be fat, I might be this, I might be that, but I can make people laugh, and that's like all I need.
Yeah, but like my point was that like that's true.
You know,
being funny is like that's like the gift, dude.
It's the gift,
and it kind of coincides with being fat. Like if you're fat, you have to try. You have to.
You can't get by. You have to fucking.
You can fall into this rut of like unexceptionalism and like just like, oh, you're just this fat kid. And then it's really sad.
Yeah.
But if you can like develop some personality based on that like fatness, like either be funny or charming. It might even be the like fat activism, the elusive fat activism that everyone talks about. It's like, what the fuck is fat activism? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's just like. Maybe it's just being a fat person and like being kind of bold or like
indifferent to being fat, like not caring whether or not you're fat.
You know, and I'm not talking about like this like Lizzo being like, I'm a fat bitch, I'm fucking hot as shit. It's like that's not it, dude. Whatever that is, that's not what I'm fucking talking about. What I'm talking about is like
I was fat and I never let it hold me back. I would skate just as good as anyone else would. I would try to do tricks that they couldn't even fucking do.
You were super good at one point. You were fucking
I worked
good.
Really hard though. Like it would be. Shout outs to fucking mid-90s, dog. I was out in that fucking driveway all fucking night grinding shit. Like you'd have to fucking break my fucking skateboard to like.
You could like fucking Casper flip,
that's
like off of 3 stairs and shit.
To this day, dude.
What the fuck is
if anyone can Casper flip, shout outs to fucking Casper flip.
And you were just like this fucking. You were like this like big old blob. Remember that picture of you with your shirt off? I shoot with Hannah Montana back in the day.
No, that was me skating.
Yeah, we like broke into a fucking middle school to like go skate, and you were just there with your like shirt off, and you're like this fucking.
I had like the biggest belly.
You look like fucking Bert Kreischer. Like you were just. It was so fucking funny. And you were sitting there with this picture like this, and then like your other hand's like kind of just like out there, and I like shoot Hannah Montana there with your arm around her, and you go like that. The board, and it was like so cool.
No, it was the best. And like honestly, that's like the shit I'm talking about. If I was like a weird little fucking fat kid that like was scared or like. No, I took my fucking shirt off and like skated and was like funny about it and like, you know what I mean? It almost made me like.
You gotta take so many chances.
Fuck yeah!
You have to take so many fucking chances.
You know,
it's like, and then like things don't come to fat people the same way.
No.
Dude. Like there is like people who are like this shit is like unjust. Like maybe it is. People need to fucking get healthy, dude. Straight up. But it's different. I don't know how the fuck we started talking about this. It's weird because like, you know, if you're a drug addict, it's like straighten up your life. Like you don't need to drink alcohol. It's like, dude, if you're a food addict, you have to eat something.
Yeah. So
it's like the hardest. It's like, what if you had to smoke cigarettes, but you only had to smoke one a day, but you were addicted to them.
So you're smoking 10.
So you're smoking 2 packs or something. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you just get back to smoking one? It's like, you know, you can just quit smoking cigarettes and you don't have to experience anything. But like if you have an eating fucking problem, you can't just stop eating.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking necessity of life. It's like
look at the guy that went on the smoothie diet, dude.
Oh yeah,
he got fucking diabetes, dog, because there's so much sugar in that shit, dude. That's a fucking real story too, bro.
Well, I mean, like there's like weird. No, there's like that guy who didn't eat for like years. Like he took an IV like, and he just fasted and he lost like a shit ton of weight.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And it was a long time ago too. It was like an experiment.
Shit.
It was weird. I don't know how the fuck they even pulled it off, but like that was. And then the weird thing is like when fat people lose a lot of weight, like there's a lot of skin for whatever reason. Like because I don't know if it had to do with the method of weight loss that he did. He didn't eat for like a year.
Maybe it was eating the excess skin or something.
I don't know, but like he didn't come away with like flabby.
I know it eats muscles and shit, but it's like, can it talk? Like you know what I mean?
I think he fasted for a whole year. He would just do an intravenous drip for like IV fluids and vitamins that he wasn't getting from eating.
Yeah.
And then he would just drink. I think he was drinking water only. And some like I was like, dude, how could you live? Apparently, that's what body fat is, just storage. I know that's what they say, but you're just like, is it real? Like, no, it is.
It is.
It's just stored energy. And
I made this joke too. While you're going into this, it made me laugh. I was trying to take a shit at work the other day, and like I went into the showroom because it's like the best bathroom, and someone was in there, so I like sat on the couch and I'm like texting on my phone, like waiting for the guy to get out of there, and a skinny guy comes out, and I'm like, and I like kind of knew he took a shit, you know, so I'm like, kind of like being weird about going in there, and the guy in the showroom was like, there you go, bro, like go take a shit, dude, eat your shit, dude, like it's fine, bro, he's skinny. And I was like, skinny? I was like, bro, you know about drinking water? He's like, what? And I was like, yeah, when you drink more water, you start letting go of all the water in your body because you're drinking so much of it, it doesn't have to hold on to it anymore. I was like, fat people's shit smells better than skinny people's shit. He's like, why? I'm like, I'm shitting every day, dog. You think I have diarrhea because I'm fucking like unhealthy? No, I'm just regulating my body, dude. Like, he was laughing so hard. No, I was just like,
fat people's shit smells terrible. Like that is the most like you just trick people. Maybe that's fat activism. You're just tricking people into believing things that are fucking just
like
bullshit.
If you're skinny, bro, like your body holds on to the food longer. That's why they only shit once a week, and that's why it smells so bad because it's just like rotting in their stomach, bro. Like,
fat activism is just like
fuck, dude.
Tricking skinny people to like having sex with them.
But fat people, dude. Like,
what? No, it's crazy, dude. There's one story, dude. This was like my most fat activist moment of my entire life, bro. If there was ever one fat activism thing I did, have I ever told this story? It was fucking weird, bro.
No.
About how like some like weird 15-year-old girl like walked up to me with a letter saying like come back to my room and like fuck me or something weird.
Maybe. Was this on a tournament?
No. Okay. I wish I would have done it. At that point in my life, I was fucking dude. The FGC turned me into like a criminal, dude. It was bad. No, it was like I remember after it happened, I called Manny, so it must have been back like when everyone was still
chilling and shit.
Cool. It must have been like 09 or 010 or 2010 or something. We started going to OFC at the end of 2010.
Okay.
Or it was like not September. It was like October 2010. But it might have been around that time. But
dude, time.
Yeah. No, we were at the Carlsbad Inn, right? My parents have a timeshare there.
We've all been there.
Yeah, we've had birthday parties there. We're there, and me and my mom's friends from, they live like outside of Oakland. They're like coming to visit, and we're sitting there, and there's all these people from there's like this group of girls from Arizona, and like the older ones are like dumb rave rats, dude. Like just like, they had like beads all over. They're like, is there a party around here? Like I want to do like ecstasy or some shit. I'm just like, you guys are fucking losers. And I'm sitting there with the older brother, and I can't remember what we're talking about, but you can see them all like they're talking to us. They're like, where are you guys from? Like, where's the party at? All this shit. I was like, I'm not into that shit. They're like, why not? Like, I'm like, whatever. I know. There's like 5 of them, and there's like some of them are. I think I was 20 years old. Or 8, maybe 19.
Okay.
They were like, I was like, how old are you guys? Like, because we were just talking, you know.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're like 19. She's like, I'm 21. I was like, oh, okay. Like, you're cool. Maybe these people were so lame, but there was like a younger person with them. And then they're all like talking weird. And I'm like, whatever. And then this girl walks up to me and just puts a piece of paper down the table. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then she just walks back to her group of friends, and they're all like, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I look at it, and it's like, come back to my room and like, let's have sex or something. And I was just like, I was like, what? I was like, Jesus Christ. And I was like, I sat there and I showed it to the guy. I was like, dude, look at this. And he's just like, the guy's like nose started bleeding and shit. He's like, where's my piece of paper? I was like, they don't want you fucking, you know. I like walked over there and I was like, how old are you? And she's just like 16 or something. I think she said like 15. And I just gave her the piece of paper. I was like, that's flattering, but like, I was just like, you know, I was like, you know, I can't remember what I said, but I was just like, it has nothing to do with you. Like, I'm just not trying to fucking go to jail today.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not trying to like shake hands with Chris Anthony.
Yeah, you know, as much as I agree with the like 15 is barely okay as like a sentiment, as like a FGC anthem that no one should forget.
Never.
At that moment, looking at that 15-year-old like being peer pressured by her fucking
smelling the Claire's
slutty fucking rave rat friends like, dude, you need to pop that cherry on this vacation, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this guy's kind of fat, peer but pressure. He's funny, like, you know.
Fucking and try it once, you'll never see him again.
No, dude, and you know what's fucked up is like every once in a while I'll think about this story and then just think about how fucked up I might have. Like, did she just keep that piece of paper and give it to the next person she saw? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean. Maybe,
and then I'm just like, did I like fucking ruin this person's life, dude?
You like, could have saved it, bro.
Huh?
You could have saved it too.
I know, right?
You know what
she
I'm
wasn't
saying?
even
like,
fucking. She was cute, you know. But it's like, Jesus Christ, like that's a child. You know what I mean?
But they're trying to grow up so fucking fast, and you have older friends like that, or sisters that have friends like that. It's like,
I think maybe the best thing to do would have been to like gone back to the room with her and just talk to her and be like, don't let your friends peer pressure you into like doing this shit. I was like, tell them that we like did all this shit. Tell them I like fucking ate your asshole out for 45 minutes and then like fucking blah blah.
You were smitten by that.
Yeah,
down with
I was like, but you know, just if you want to wait till you find the right guy. That would have been the actual G thing to do. But instead, I did the fucking bare minimum, dude. I like just was like, sorry, but go ahead and give this to Jack the Ripper. He's sitting right over there. He's like, I've been following these little girls.
He's got like an 8-meter with a dildo. He's like.
Oh my god! No, I haven't thought about that in a while. Well, I think, yeah. Well, I hope nothing bad happened to that person.
Oh god, dude!
I really did fuck that up. I should have.
You should have fucking told her just be who you really are. That's what's really.
Just be like, don't let your fucking faggot friends tell you. Like, don't let them peer pressure you into shit. I'd be like, look, I've been straight edge for fucking 10 years. I was like. You didn't think I had every fucking opportunity to like drink and like fuck up my life? I was like, I was already a fucking piece of shit. Like, I don't need to like add on any more baggage. You know what I mean? Like, this is like, I got one chance to make it out of this fucking life, like, in a positive way. I was like,
that's it.
Don't fuck it up, dude. Don't throw it all away for 10 coins, dude.
Yeah, man. No, that's crazy. It's unfortunate people are really like that too. It's like peer pressure is a son of a bitch, dude. You know?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
That activism is a well-timed wink in a random conversation. You ever see that video?
Yeah.
It can be anything. It can be a conversation where you meet a stranger and you just come off as something other than a beached whale or something. You're just like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? No, I'm down for fat activism, dude. I'm down, dude. I like how we're all into these, like, we're activists, dude. Like,
dude, we're activists 100%, dude.
I know. I'm not a beginner tournament activist, but I'm fucking acid activist.
Acid activist, a fucking fat activist, dude. Like, you know, it's like, no longer will we see people drink Sunny D's. No longer will I wear a shirt and, like, feel ashamed, dude. Like,
it is fucked up, though, because there's a lot of fat people that, like, they can never get out of that, you know, just... I don't know. I know the feeling of like being self-conscious about being fat, and dude, it's honestly
buying shirts.
Yeah,
that's a pain in the ass.
No, but you know, I'm talking about like the fat kid that like never dared to like step out of line or like never stood up for himself or like never like that's got to be rough out.
Bro. Oh, for sure.
That's got to be rough. Or never, you know, like never tried to be great at something that you can get recognition for, like, oh, he's not just a fat guy, he's good at this or he's good at that.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of times it's just like,
well, a lot of them are, I think, are afraid because it's like, I'm fat, what could I really do?
Well, what you could really do is you could smack your bully upside the head and fucking pop his eyeball out because your arm weighs like 150 pounds.
You've seen that video?
Dude, which one?
Where that fucking little kid's bullying all those guys and that little fat kid just fucking suplexes them.
Yeah, bro, you could send these fucking people to hell if you want to. But I mean, like, you know, I got like a minute and a half of like pure fucking destruction in me before I start gassing out. But my God, dude, it's like, who could survive that? Like, you better be fucking.
Oh God,
you better be tough as fucking nails. Dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because I got one slam in me and fuck, bro.
That's my favorite.
One or two.
And that's my favorite thing to do.
It'd be fucking like, brutal.
I remember one time, the way we grew up when we were rolling all the time.
Yeah.
We did it fucking rough.
Well, we broke bones and shit.
Eventually I felt like we got to knee rolling. But for that first we were on feet.
We were just
slamming motherfuckers on.
Well, we used to box a lot too. That confidence from just even
true.
boxing with your friends or slap boxing. Like I fucking slap boxed like 150 people in high school, and I piece up like 95% of the people. Like I lost to like Deshaun, who was a professional boxer.
Yeah, some fucking badass motherfucker.
It's like, but even the like tough street fighter, like Mike and Dai was like a well-known badass street fighter in high school. Like fought like
a lot.
Had the most high-profile badass fights. I slap boxed him, and where were we? We were walking we were doing
like middle school or like
no,
it
was in high school.
Okay.
I fucking beat the fucking brakes off of him, bro.
Fuck,
like
dude.
I was just Floyding it. Like big tree trunk dips, dodging fucking punches back, and it was like 20 people standing there. I'm like, Jesus Christ! I'm like, bro, I've had at least like 2,000 or 3,000 punches thrown in my face, bro. Like, I know how to get out of the way. Like, I'm sorry, but like, you're gonna have to fucking aim for the body. But good luck getting past this like 6 inches of fat, bro. I was like, you ain't gonna hurt me, dog. You ain't gonna fucking hurt me to the body zone. Like, it ain't gonna happen.
That's so fucking funny.
But
dude.
or lots, man, and even afterwards, bro, he was like, damn, dude, like. You fucking beat my ass. I was like, it is what it is, bro. I was like, I've taken martial arts for like a fucking long time. Like, I had a lot of punches thrown in my face.
And you fucking lose some, dog. Like.
And it's just I broke my hand boxing fucking, just random street boxing. Like, but that confidence of like, I can take a punch. Like, I can punch someone. Like, learning, you realize, like, you know what? If I really had to like beat some bully's fucking ass, like I would, I at least I would try.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna take shit from fucking. And that like, I think if you're, I don't know if anyone's. Obviously, all of you watching this are fat as fuck. Like there's like 3 people that aren't fat, dude. Go pick up some hobby that involves like
some sort of physical
activities. And at first you're gonna feel like shit, but if you just keep doing it, you'll start to build some type of confidence. And then once you have that confidence, then you can start turning down fucking random papers to like go fuck some fucking cute little 15-year-old girl at a fucking random resort in Carlsbad. I was like, damn, this is like a dream.
Then you just slapbox her.
I was all like, going to like knock all her friends out, like fuck you, bitch. Like, dude, that shit was wild, bro. I remember I was just like, what the fuck? And and the other kid, it was so funny, dude. He was like skinny and all this shit. He was like, why did I get a fucking piece of that? I was like, well, it's because you're kind of funny looking, bro. I was like, I might be fucking fat as shit, but at least I
look good. I got some like symmetrical, like fucking good looks on my fucking face.
And I've been so fat for so long that like my stretch marks, like you've even said this one time. Like, remember one time we were hanging out at Tim's house and we're all just our shirts off. You're like, dude, he's like, I see your stretch marks, but I have to like look for them. He's like, it looks like I got attacked by a cougar.
Yeah, dude. It's so funny because I heard that and a comedian said that joke, and that's the second one. The second joke someone said that I've like made before, and I'm like, shout out to the fucking cougars, bro. Like, yeah, dude.
You're like, it looks like a cougar jumped on my back.
Yeah, I was like, it looks like someone just clawed my belly in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I was like looking at it, I was like, maybe it's my skin tone, but I think they're just so old.
Yeah, maybe.
That like,
it's like, why does the bottom of my belly look like a nutsack?
Bro, like, I look weird, bro. Like, with my shirt, I fucking like, it's like, dude, you're so fucking fat. And it's like, but like the weird, crazy stretch marks, I don't have weird, crazy stretch. I do, but you have to like,
really
like, it's almost like one of those pictures, you know, like, those weird pictures with all the weird, and like, you know, like in Mallrats where he's all like, he can't see the sailboat.
Yeah.
If you sit there long enough, it's like, oh, I see the stretch marks. Like, yeah, they're right there. It's like, but like, if you just look at them, it's like, I don't think Oscar even notices I have a stretch mark.
I have a theory that, I just think that my body shape was never supposed to get this big.
Maybe.
And that my skin
doesn't.
It just fucking. It ripped it up, dog. It ripped.
But it was also at that time because that like, when we were skating a lot when you were in high school, like you were like big. But then when we all graduated, like that one summer, me, you, and Tim just ate Hot Pockets and
we just ballooned,
just nonstop, dude. We were all like pushing three bills, bro. I think Tim weighed like 315. I weighed like 280 or something.
I think the biggest I ever got to, but this is my thing. My stature is so much smaller than most people, so I just balloon up bigger. I think the biggest I ever got was 245.
And then you don't carry that much weight in your legs either.
No, it's only in my belly and titties.
I carry so much weight in my tits and fucking legs, bro. My legs are fucking tree trunks.
My legs are like athletic.
You do. You don't.
My legs are crazy.
I've seen like people, like runners, like walk. Like I remember, like we'd be walking home, like to your house or something, like in high school, and like one of those cross country, like skinny guys would be walking by, and like we'd be wearing shorts, and he'd like run by us and then like double take at our calves. He's like, God damn it. He's like, I wish I had those guys as calves. And we were just
some guys like we're at like a party. There's a guy with like a fucking like nut and shit. I'm like, I should like put it. I like just crack that fucking nut open. He's like, holy shit, man. It's like, yeah, man. Like, but shout outs to being fat. I think my calves are like, you know, a testament to like carrying this weight his whole life, dude. Like.
If I was skinny, I would have been dead like 10 years ago, dude. I would have like drank in my party myself into like oblivion. Because I'd have been like, I can pull, you know. I would have done something like my brother did, minus all the like gay shit. Like, you know, he was just like playing loose and fast. Shit, dude. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, dude. Like, dude, I posted this picture. I don't even think I showed you this shit. Like, Riley. He posted this troll. I don't know. You probably wasn't going to tell me about this shit. He got scammed with some fake gold in a parking lot, dude. It was the classic, dude. This guy he has so many scam stories. Dude. I feel so bad for him. He's so gullible. That's why he thinks 5G is like killing people. He's a fucking jackass. But I love him to death. And he took this really funny picture and I posted it on Facebook. I was just like, this guy was on my podcast. It's him like with his shirt off and like a fucking girl's like little blanket jacket, and he's like looking off to the side like in the sunset. He's got his like Beretta 92F like on his side, and he's just like, it's so funny. He's got the gold. Like people didn't know what it was about, but I knew it was about the gold, dude. I think he went to go get it tested, and they're like, this is the fakest shit. He's like, but it's some kind of metal. He's like, this is just
he's like gold. He like opens the wrapper, just like a chocolate necklace.
Oh, shit, this is beyond worthless. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, how much money did you give the guy? He tells him, he's just like, he's like, hey, bro, like, there's this thing that you need to put your mouth on behind the bag. It's like people are so gullible. I accidentally sucked his dick afterwards, man. TOs don't make any money off of these fucking beginner tournaments.
Fucking shit, that is so
you know
funny.
It's free, right? It's like, yeah, bro, I know what they told you.
Holy shit, that is fucking funny.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick.
Yeah.
I'll keep it up. Shit,
but no, dude, honestly, being fat has made us better people, dude. That's the fucking truth, man. I never let it hold me back. Only at swimming pools and fucking Not Suck City, I'd wear a shirt, but that's the only time, dude. And that's the only time I showed weakness. But, you know, it took a lot for me to realize the person that I was supposed to become, and I think being fat had a part to play in it, dude. That's all I'm saying. It gave me confidence to meet good friends like Rico and all the FGC guys, and, you know, I'm proud to be fat, dude.
So what else were we supposed to talk about?
I think there was one more thing. I'm not 100% sure. Hold on, let's
oh yeah, conspiracy theories and what's it? Misinformation.
Yeah. Okay. So Rico's got something to tell you guys.
I just want to keep picking on Hunter Biden, dude. So I dig a little deeper down the rabbit hole about what he's up to these days, and apparently he's he picked up art as a hobby.
Oh wow!
And he's making these paintings. Yeah, it looks like some like. What's that one famous like Polnick, like Polsky, some shit where it's like all splatter art shit.
Okay.
Kind of looks like that, but it's just like weird, blown out. You can Google it. It looks fucking weird. You know what? I'm not like an art critic or something, but it's actually kind of cool. Like I was like, okay, like I was gonna talk shit.
This guy got art.
I was like gonna talk shit, and I was like, you know what? This shit's actually kind of it's kind of hype. But apparently he just like puts paint in like a straw and like blows it around. The little canvas is like this big.
Bro,
what?
They had those like. You don't remember those? That was like a present I got when I was like 15 years old. It was like a blow pen. It was like a pen that had ink in it.
Okay, yeah, I do remember that. So like, apparently, like that's like.
Shout out to Quailman, dude. Like,
well, that's what he's been up to. You know, he moved out of his like $4 million a month like fucking apartment in Venice, and like now he's living in low key in LA somewhere. But he's doing this art stuff, and like, you know, some of them are selling. You know, he's got a lot of shit. He's been working hard on it, I guess, for the last couple months. But some of them are selling for like, you know, thousands of dollars, and you're like, okay, like. That's cool. Like, it'd be a good investment if you could get one on the cheap, because you're like, that's an original Hunter Biden. You know what I mean?
Bob Ross.
It's like, that's the president's fucked up son's artwork. It's like, they're like, it's amazingly just. He's like, what are you making with a blow pen? Like those infomercial blow pens. Yeah. So
it's like Hunter.
No. But then some of them have sold for like $500,000. And you're like, huh.
Art, man.
Yeah, you think.
Art.
Is it though?
Is it not? Though?
Is it?
Like,
I mean,
what is art?
Let's think about Hunter Biden for a second. What do I know about him? He used to work for like, what was it? Not Bethesda. That's like some video game company. But he used to work for some like some bullshit company in Ukraine. And he was like on the board for them. He got paid $50,000 a month to like do nothing. And you're just like, okay, like what the fuck? And then he got once like. He was on a contract, so he got taken off. This was like a big fucking thing. This was before the whole like laptop scandal thing, which is there's a Washington Post, which is not a fucking shady fucking. They like confirmed the laptop thing is real, but and the pictures of strippers and cocaine and fucking all the bullshit. But whatever.
The good life.
Yeah, dude. This guy, of course, he's a famous politician's son. He does it all right, but. Some of these paintings are selling for $500,000, and I'm just like, huh. And I've seen like Lethal Weapon 4 or whatever, where like they're using the art to like launder money for like, it's like I'm pretty sure that like the anonymity of the art dealing and buying market is like always been used to launder money, but it's like, why would he be laundering money? It's like maybe. Hunter Biden's art. Maybe it's being sold to people for a like, hey, can I talk to your daddy or something? I'll give you $500,000 for your art piece. He's like, sure, like, damn. Tell me what you want him to know. And then they're like, blah 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 blah. He's like, okay, and then he fucking goes.
Enjoy your painting.
You know what I mean? I think
you're fucking honest.
I'm not, man. I gotta be right about something, right? I've said like 5 things this episode. Like one of them has got to be true, just statistically. Like, this is I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know, what's the difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth, dude?
What is it, dude?
6 months, man. So we'll see. We'll see what happens,
dude. That's pretty fucking crazy, though, man.
You heard it here first, dude.
Dude, Quailman special, dude.
$500,000 for a fucking blow pen art thing, dude. Like, and even like I look into it, people are like, this shit's not worth $500,000, bro. Like, it's not.
It's crazy because I watched this one. He's a baker skater. What's his name? Neckface. He's the guy who does all the graphics for their skateboards, and he's a graffiti artist, and he's pretty big deal now. But I think they were doing something where he was doing a gallery show for the first time, and like he was like, yeah, like his painting's good, I think it's cool. It's a different style. It's like horror theme kind of, and he's like, yeah, I'm thinking about like selling each one for like $150. And the girl's like, $10,000, dude. And he's like, what? And she's like, people won't take you serious unless you put that on there.
I think there was one famous art thing, and this must have been some money laundering bullshit. It was literally nothing.
It was just like
It was nothing.
Yeah.
And someone paid like a shit ton of money. Yeah. I can't remember what it was. I remember seeing something about this. Yeah. It was like, literally nothing sells at art show for like, it was thousands, like tens of thousands of dollars. And you're just like, what are we doing here, dude? Is that some fucking Russian guy? Like,
everybody wants and that's another thing too, where like
it's money laundering. It has to be.
Well, it
has to be.
Everybody wants the next Banksy or the next big.
Dude, Banksy's a fucking badass. I'm a big fan of fucking Banksy.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like people are buying up art, even if it's a shitty piece of art for $10,000, and they have no idea who it is. because they're hoping that in 5 years they might know who it is, dude. You know, it's like, oh, that's that guy. I got an original painting from him, you know?
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. The art world's weird, you know?
Yeah, but there's got to be, I mean,
how do we crack our way into it? That's what
people.
I'm just kidding.
There's fuckery involved in all.
We need to start fat art, dude.
Bro, you know what I was listening to? This is another, you want to talk about misinformation shit? This is probably going to fucking get taken us off YouTube. This morning when I was at work, I was listening to this fucking I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast with Brett Weinstein and like some guy named fucking some other scientist guy. He's a lung doctor. He's like an ICU lung doctor who's been treating people with COVID. And Brett Weinstein is like a evolutionary biologist guy. And they go on there talking about this medicine, fucking It's just, I didn't have a lot of time to process this, but ivermectin, right? And how it's, if anyone, dude, it was like a couple days ago. Go on, listen to this shit. It's a fucking trip. About 90 minutes of it is like super straight arrow, like just scientific method of like, you know, debunking things or like going through the evidence. And then it kind of goes off the rails where the guy's like, you can literally like mortar this stuff up and like put it on your asshole and it'll like heal fucking anything. I was like, okay, this guy's like gone off the rails, but like
toad oil, dude.
No, I mean I'm kind of exaggerating a little bit, but you know, supposedly this shit. So it was invented by a Japanese guy. He won a Nobel Prize for it. It was used. It's an antivirus, like, or they call it viricide. It's like it like kills viruses, and it's a medicine that's like basically benign. It's been around forever. They used it to cure, like historically it was used for like elephantitis, and it would help drastically with that. It would help with river blindness disease or something. It's helped like millions of people over. I mean, it's so old that it's not even like patented anymore.
Oh wow.
So it's like you can get it generic and it's cheap as fuck, and people have been using it to like, dude, the claims that they're making is pretty fucking crazy. It works good for like helping like symptoms of COVID, like helping it like kind of come, like, you know, if you get it early enough, it'll help you a lot. And this isn't the one that Trump was talking about. This isn't any of those other ones. It's not a malaria disease. This is like for river blindness fucking thing. But they're saying that like studies have shown that, and a lot of them to the point where it's like irrefutable. Like it's like 87% effective as a prophylactic against COVID.
Jeez. And
they were doing these studies with people that were in the ICU, like nurses, and like there was one where it was like the criticism is that the studies aren't very large, but there was 800 or 790 something in people who got the real one and not the placebo, and none of them got COVID, and 58% of the people that didn't got it. So that's how much exposed that these people were actually. That's how likely they were to actually get it. So like allegedly it's 80% effective as a prophylactic against, if you take it like once a week, or there's been different studies where how much should you take. Like they're not arguing that they really have it all hashed out. They're trying to figure out what the best method is for it. But for whatever reason in the scientific community, like they did a podcast on it and YouTube took it down because like the WHO, it's allegedly, or one of those organizations like doesn't approve it as a what's it called. So it's like medical misinformation, all this stuff. And it's like, no, this shit fucking works, dude. Like it works good, and there's like plenty of evidence that proves that it fucking works good. And they're pretty much claiming that the industry at large doesn't want this old drug. I mean, they don't really go out and say this shit, but this is what I got from it. It's like they don't want this old drug that they can make for $1 a dose to be the thing that, like, they claim that if there's enough of it and it's so easily made and it's not patented, so like anyone can make it generic.
Definitely. That
they could just get doses for everyone and they could take it for a month and it would essentially eradicate COVID. It would extinct it like that. Because 87%, that's higher than what they say that the vaccination rate needs to be in order to get herd immunity or whatever. So like why aren't they pushing this? And why are they putting money to find some drug that's just like it? They'll like put like $2 billion into development for a new drug that will essentially do the same thing. And it's like, this shit already exists. Like, why are you putting money into that? Like, why are we trying to, it's like, they're kind of throwing shade at the fact that, do these people really want to
profit off of it?
Like, why would we use an old ass drug that was used for something else that would work perfectly fine, that we can only make $1 a dose? And the one drugs like that they are saying works is ones that are still under patent that are $3,000 a dose.
Yeah.
So it's like, they want to, it's a money thing, bro. It's a money thing. And it's fucking crazy. And if I'm not saying, they're even saying like, look, like, we might not be 100% right on this, but this is what we're just scientists, and we're doing science shit, and this is what
we found. Yeah,
we're not fucking biased. Why would we be peddling something that we have no connections to? Right? It's not like any of them work for them.
Yeah,
it's not like there's a shit ton of money made off a cheap ass drug. They're just trying to help. You know what I mean?
They're just trying to help.
And for whatever reason, the conversation is too. It's too hot for anything.
Yeah, that's strange.
And if anyone wants to listen to something and see what kind of fuckery is involved in the world, like, that's an interesting one to listen to.
Yeah,
it was very.
That is crazy.
Fucking, it was intense, bro. I was listening to this shit this morning. I was like scared.
You were ready, dude.
Yeah.
So let's get on to some movie reviews, dude. What's this?
Oh yeah, Lagade said talk about more good movies because I watched The Prestige and it was good. I was like, all right.
When did we talk about that in an episode?
I don't remember, bro.
I don't remember either.
I feel like I talked about that 15-year-old girl in an episode too already. I can't remember anything.
I will say this: that is a really good movie.
What?
I really like The Prestige.
The Prestige. At the end, when the rubber ball comes bouncing, and the guy's just like, "What the fuck, dude?" It's so.
That's
good.
so. It's the
so
biggest
good.
mindfuck too.
It's
the
so
biggest
good.
mindfuck, bro.
And I didn't even. Dude, it took me like I watched the movie once, and I thought. I'm like, everyone who says I'm stupid, like, there's something there. Like,
yeah, there's weight to
that. Like, have you seen that video, bro? The I'm retarded video? I'll show you later.
You have to show it. I'm like,
I keep doing this.
I'm so retarded.
No, it's bad, bro. So, like, I thought that Tesla made him one clone.
Oh, you didn't know he kept making them?
No. So he tells him, and I don't even know if anyone saw. What do you think happens at the end of this movie? I think it. So I watched it again, and then I thought he had a twin brother.
That's what it is.
Okay, so the first.
He was wondering how he did all these tricks.
No, okay, I understand that, but why does he tell him to go seek out Tesla then? Who's played by fucking. What's his name? It's the greatest, dude. Tesla is played by the guy who's he's a singer, David Bowie. No, David Bowie, yeah. Tesla is David Bowie.
Damn, I didn't even.
It's so sick.
Realize
no one knows, dude. No one knew. He's such a good actor. The guy's a good actor. He's so talented.
I think it's because I'm not even 100% sure.
When I first saw it, I thought that Tesla made him a twin, like made him a copy of himself, and then they were like, "Hey, like let's do this together," and they decided to be like magicians, but. And then I watched it again and I was like, whoa, baby, they were twins. Like from the beginning. Like they were born twins. And they just never...
And they made an act together.
Yeah. Like they never let anyone knew that they had a twin. And they would have one guy dressed up as... We're spoiling the show. But you should have watched it when I told you to watch it earlier.
Spoilers, dude.
Losers.
Spoilers.
Yeah, Lagade's the only one who actually watches the show. But honestly, the first time I was like, oh, he made him a clone. And then that's what happened. But then I was like, no, they were just brothers. Like they were literally brothers. And...
No one knew,
and it's crazy because like, you don't even know who the fucking. You think that Hugh Jackman is like the guy who got fucked over, like the whole movie, and then like they were kind of fucking each other over, But really, the best out of all of them survived. Like that's the good part about it. It's like the guy who loved the family, and because there was the brother who was sleeping with fucking Scarlett Johansson or whatever, and it's just a crazy fucking. It's a crazy fucking movie.
It was a good fucking.
It's a good ass movie, dude, and that's Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan's made a bunch of shit. Like, he's made a lot of good movies, like Batman Begins. Like, I'm a big fan of Batman Begins. I think he made all those Batman movies, but Batman Begins is the people think that Joker one is the best one. That shit, fucking.
Which one? The one with Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger. Like I thought he was good as Joker.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm disliking. Like my whole thing is like the end of the movie is important to me. Like I think that you have to finish strong, and I think the beginning of that Joker movie was good, and the halfway through was good. And then the ending just fucking shits the bed. It just falls off a fucking cliff. And it gets so stupid. Yeah. And it pissed me off. I thought it would have been better if the people would have blown up the boat with the criminals on it. Like that would have been better.
Actually. Yeah.
I think that would have made the movie better. I think not hacking into everyone's phone and like doing all this, that was so corny, bro. I was just like booing in the theater. I was all, boo, this shit fucking sucks. I was like, you guys are fucking losers. And, you know, I remember one time I was talking to Ilya and we were talking about the Batman movies and I was like, yeah, Batman Begins is like my favorite one. He's like, did you see the one with the Joker in it? I was like, yeah. He's like, that's the best one. And I was like, I like Ra's al Ghul. I like the origin story kind of better. I think it's a little cleaner. The ending is good.
Definitely.
You know, Scarecrow is kind of weird, but it's not bad. It's a different, you know, it's whatever. Yeah. And then I'm sitting there, he starts arguing with me about it. I'm like, Doc, I was like, a lot of people like Batman Begins, man. He's like, no one would say. You're the only person who say that. We were at Salt Mines, and I'm just, we're at, not Salt Mines, what's the other place called? The Lounge.
Oh, there you go.
San Diego Lounge or fucking whatever. It's the stupidest name ever. We were there and I just like find some random guy. I was like, hey, what's your favorite like Batman movie that what's his name's in? And they're like, Batman Begins. And I was just like, and he's like, that was bullshit. I was like, all right. I was like, I went to someone else. I was like, hey, what do you like better, Batman Begins or Dark Knight? And they're like, Batman Begins. And I was like, Ilya. I was like, you're losing. I was like, you pick someone. He like picked someone. And he's like, like Ra's al Ghul, dude, all day. He was like, what the fuck? I was like, you're the only one, dude. Yeah, you're the only one. He's like, what the fuck? I was just laughing because like I already talked to like a lot of people about it, and like we've all come to the consensus that like Batman Begins is better than that. So like the first people I asked, like I knew what they were gonna say, and then he just happened to pick someone else that was also a part of that conversation, and he was just like, "What the fuck?" And I was just like,
"What can I do, bro?"
I was like, "Ask him, dude. Like, ask anybody." I was like, it was like a magic trick. I had like a rubber ball in my pocket, like my fingers were cut off.
Like David Blaine, yeah. The Prestige, like. Killing yourself to like get the blood across.
No, dude, it's so funny, dude. It was so my movie. This is an epic movie.
Does it have to be old or could it be?
No, mine's new.
Okay.
It's a Guy Ritchie film. I'm not usually. I mean, I like Guy Ritchie movies. Sometimes they suck ass. Like Rock and Roller was the stupidest fucking movie I've ever seen in my life. It's always these like British crime like. Like, whoa, we're like criminals. We're like the only people with like a single gun. It's like, bitch, I got more guns than this whole fucking movie does, but I'll fucking, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm like, this shit's weak. These guys are tough. I'm sure they can like scrap or whatever. But
yeah,
like, fucking bitch ass gangsters, dog. I was like, yeah, whatever. Long story short, fucking the gangsters are weak in fucking England. That's all I'm gonna say. But he's a badass, you know. He's like a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I think.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, so like I looked it up because I was like, the movie I'm talking about is The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
And U.N.C.L.E. is like U period N period. It stands for something. Like it's like some abbreviation. It's an old TV show from like I don't think it's black and white, but it's like Gilligan's Island old.
Okay.
And it's essentially like an American spy and a Russian spy that team up with this like girl spy and this British. Of course, there's got to be one British guy.
Yeah.
It's fucking Guy Ritchie. But then this British guy, and they're doing all these like during the Cold War, they're doing all these like co-spy jobs, like, and they don't like each other and they like talk shit to each other, and the movie is fantastic, bro. I didn't even know what The Man from U.N.C.L.E. was. I was just like, me and Oscar just randomly went to the movie theater. We were just like, what's this Man from U.N.C.L.E. movie? We watched the trailer. I was like, it looks cool. Guy Ritchie. It's probably like some gangster fucking England shit. It had nothing to do with that. That's probably why it's his best movie. He needs to stop making movies about British gangsters because they don't have enough guns or fucking whatever to make it cool, bro. It's like, I'm just talking shit about UK gun laws and fucking no, but it's so good. Like, I don't want to overhype it, but just watch it. It's Henry Cavill, like Superman. It's got the guy from the Lone Ranger who, I think was like recently in the news for like his ex-girlfriend's being like, he tried to like eat my leg or something. Like, yeah, I guess he's like got like a weird cannibal fantasy. Oh well.
Oh, I heard about that guy.
It's that guy.
That's the best.
It's that guy, dude. He's a fucking badass in the movie. But I remember in the beginning of the movie, they get in a fight. So like, there's this bathroom fight, dude. Holy shit. It's the greatest fucking... It's like as good as Lethal Weapon 1. Fucking,
damn, boy.
Dude, the fucking fight is insane. And the realisticness of it was like crazy.
Okay.
Like there's like techniques. Like he goes for a fucking armbar and like he goes for like... There's like some real high level grappling shit. And I was like, who made this movie? I was like, why did Guy Ritchie like go... so deep and on how good street fight like it was just godlike. And I looked it up and apparently he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I was like, okay, that makes sense.
That's
because it is like an epic fight, dude. And he's like, dude, it's fucking insane.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
And then the Russian guy is just so much bigger. Like Henry Cavill's a big dude. And he's on steroids, like on Superman, dude. He's just jacked. He's fucking Gina Carano, whatever the fuck they're up to. Like, dude, he's a badass. And the fucking Russian guy is like 10 feet taller than him. He's just way more badass. And he beats the fuck out of him. And I thought it was cool because, like, they're supposed to kind of both be main characters. But I think Henry Cavill is kind of supposed to be the more main character. And he gets his, like, he's like winning the fight the whole time. And then he just gets, like, smoked at the end. Bro. And you're like, oh shit, like this is so cool. And it's just a great movie. There's a little girl, the girl who played Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider movie. And she was in like Ex Machina, which is another good movie. If you haven't seen that, watch that now.
My brother loves that movie.
This is the greatest AI fucking mind fuck movie, dude. It's the best. And there's titties in it like all day. It's just fucking gold.
Shout out to titties, dude.
But The Man from U.N.C.L.E. and it's spelled like U.N.C.L.E. or whatever. I can't spell. I can't read. I'm fucking retarded. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay.
You should watch it.
You
haven't seen it?
No, I haven't.
It is good. I let Vincent borrow it for like a year, and I don't think he watched it, but if you need to borrow it, I'll dig it up somewhere.
Damn, dog.
It's good.
Well, I'm going to pick a movie. I'm going to pick the new Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford. I think that's the last new movie I've seen, and I didn't think much of it at first, but when we watched it, I was fucking cheering, I was crying, I was smiling. Like it just put me through so many emotions, and it ended up being a really good movie. Really good movie. Shout outs to Redbox, dude. Shout outs to fucking Redbox.
Did you just randomly Redbox?
Yeah, we used to use Redbox because at Megan's old place, her Wi-Fi would go out constantly, and it was fucking frustrating, dude. So luckily, we just had a Redbox across the street, so we just. And shout outs to fucking PS2s and like Xbox 360s and shit. We were just fucking
DVD players and shit.
Yeah, that was sick, dude.
That's high.
But yeah, Call the Wild, man. That was the ending was amazing, dude.
Okay.
Such a good ending, dude. All right. Fucking sad movie though, so get ready for that.
You always pick good movies to watch. You were like, watch that Clove Hitch Killer movie. I was like, all right.
I'm so glad you watched it too, dude.
And this was like right when we first started talking to each other again. You're just like, hey, dude, I just watched this movie that was fucking crazy. I was like, what's it called? You're like, it's called like
the Clover Hitch Killer.
No, you didn't even call it the right name. And then I was like Googling it, and I was like, is it the Clove Hitch Killer? You're like, yeah, that's what it was. And then I was like, all right. And like that night, I like went and watched it, dude, because that's what I used to watch movies like all the time. Like we'd go to Comic-Con, like I would just come back with like a lot of DVDs or like hard to find random.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I like watching shitty movies. I like watching great movies.
Yeah.
I like watching critically acclaimed movies. That's just what I like. I just like watching movies.
You know what? It's funny too. Like,
and so if I hear someone say like, "Hey, this is good," I haven't seen it. Like sometimes you
You gotta know.
You start learning
kinda, right?
that some people's taste is like bullshit. They're like, bro, you gotta. You want to hear a hot take, bro? Holy shit! I almost got in like a fight last night, dude. Like, of course, my like contrarian ass. I was like trying to be just so fucking. We're at this random grad party. I probably got COVID. I'm probably giving it to you and everybody. I'm sorry. Tell the fucking. No, but no, I didn't get it. It was all outdoors. It was all outdoors, and they were like going through this book, like pick a number between 1 and 100 and something, and we pick a number 1 through 4. It was like telling the page number, and it was like random questions, and it was like name the most overrated Hollywood actor or actress, and everyone was like, I don't know, like these fucking people, bro. I was like, you can't think of anyone. I was like, I'll make one up, and it'll be fucking the greatest dude. I was just like, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and people were like, "Fuck no!" They were like, "No!" He
That's
pulled
so
up his like sleeve, had like the couch,
like moving all fucking eyebrow out and shit, dude.
I was like,
thank you.
I was like, that guy can't fucking act for shit. I was like, the only reason I was like, he's just like a funny big guy who's like roided out. They pick him in all these stupid fucking. And I don't even believe this. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay.
They did the same thing with Vin Diesel.
No, straight up.
The pacifier, bro.
No,
come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
tooth fairy and shit. Okay, no, I think I truly deep down kind of believe it, just because I don't think he's like a great actor, and like like what are we doing here, bro? Like, what the fuck is like Rock, Skyscraper was okay, like it was okay. Like, there's movies that are okay. I actually genuinely like his movies, but if you really want to know who's the most overrated actor, I was like, maybe.
I think there's some weight to it, dude.
Maybe just because he actually has such a big like filmography, like he's been in like 100 fucking movies. I know, and you're like, this guy, like, he's
maybe half of them in the same movie.
Yeah,
almost,
I mean, like, he's good, but like, is he like, who's that guy?
Well, he was acting the whole time in wrestling, bro. Like, his accolades, dude. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I don't even necessarily.
Did you see Joe Rogan's post on wrestling, by the way?
No.
Today he like made a post, and he's like these Netflix
post on what?
On wrestling. WWE.
No, but what does he post on?
Instagram or something.
I don't have an Instagram,
but I follow Twitter, Joe Rogan. But he posted this thing where he's like, these Netflix wrestling documentaries are so good. I'm starting to understand wrestling. Like, I understand why.
I've always understood wrestling. Like, I get it, dude. Like, I understand.
I mean, I used to watch Power Rangers, so I guess I understand too, dude.
No,
I'm just trolling you, dude.
Wrestling is
I used to watch wrestling. I just never got into it as big as everyone else.
I was into it when I was a kid.
I just could never get a pay-per-view. I couldn't get my parents to fucking do shit for me, dude.
I got the Sting versus Hulk Hogan pay-per-view in like 1998 or what's dude.
I think that would have got me into it, dude.
It was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Because the one thing I did get was Disney Channel concerts, and I fucking loved NSYNC, dog. And those were fucking free, bro.
No, pro wrestling it's the battle between good and evil played out like
through fucking a bunch of different characters, really.
It's important, dude. Like that for people. I mean, who cares how you get in? Like if you watch pro wrestling, like good. It's what it is. It's just this epic stage of, and people are like, it's so stupid. It's fucking fake. It's like, dude, like these guys are putting on the line. Like, yeah, of course,
all TV's fake.
And every once in a while, I love watching. I don't know if you've ever watched like weird things that like, do you know the terminology like kayfabe is like it's all like it's when it's fake. It's like you don't want to break like kayfabe. It's like you're on track with like what the script is or whatever. And then you got like a shoot is like a real fight, and it happens every once in a while. Like it doesn't happen as often as it used to, and it doesn't ever actually happen a lot. But like so like every once in a while, I like watching these old fights between like there was one with like Antonio Inoki was like he was a pro wrestler from Japan. He fought Muhammad Ali in a real fight.
Wow.
And it was a draw, and he just like it was a wrestler versus, but the rules were fucked up. I think if Inoki could have actually had free range, I think he would have fucked him up.
Okay.
But who knows? If he would have got caught, dude, Muhammad Ali was a bad fucker.
Yeah.
But the rules were kind of skewed in a way, but he pretty much just like lay on his back and like leg kicked him until like the fight was over. Like he would just like crawl around and like jump up and kick him in the legs. And like Muhammad Ali like left the place in an ambulance, like on a stretcher and shit. Like it fucked his leg up bad.
Shit,
and
dude.
you know, there's some fucking old Japan wrestling footage of him getting in fucking straight shoots, like real fights, like not fucking fake fights. Like
during a fake fight,
he fucking beat the shit out of a couple people, dude, and it's amazing. There's this one random fat, like hairy guy, and like the whole thing was like he was supposed to do a part of the like, you know, it's all like rehearsed and shit, and
it's like
he was supposed to do this thing, and the guy was supposed to like sell it, and he just like no sells it and starts like, and then he does it again. The guy's just like, like banging his chest, and Tony was like, what the fuck, bitch? And he just goes boom and fucking drops him, bro. He falls on the ropes and he just kicks him in the fucking face until he knocks him out like cold.
Beast.
He just beats the fuck out of him.
Dude.
And everyone's like, wow, this is like so staged and shit. It's like, no, he beat that motherfucker and knocked him the fuck out, dude. He just goes boom, 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 and then he's fucking punching him like in the body, like as hard as he can. Then he socks him on the side of the head and he kicks him right in the fucking face and like knocks him out. And you're just incredible. Like, this shit is godlike.
That's incredible.
And there's a couple of them, I can't remember. I've seen a couple that were just insane. And they were, and like, I guess if you're there, you're like, this is just like part of the show. It's like, bro, no, these guys get down out of shape sometimes. And they full blown fight each other.
Regardless of how fake it is, some of that shit still looks painful. I would be.
Oh, these guys, they put their bodies on the line, man, and when it's all said and done, they're backed. All the fluid that's supposed to be in their spine is gone. The cartilage.
They're getting fucking spinal infusions.
And it's fucked up because they're like, oh, these guys are independent contractors. Like, we don't have to give them insurance or anything. Vince McMahon's kind of a fucking scumbag when it comes to that shit. But pro wrestling in general, like, has some shady. I mean, look at
practices and shit.
John Cena, like, speaks like perfect Mandarin because they were trying to like get into that market, and like the Saudi prince, like right after like he like assassinated like Jamal Khashoggi like in fucking Turkey, like with like secret fucking operatives, and like cut him up with a bone saw and took him out in fucking plastic bags. Like they were like, yeah, we're gonna do a show like in Saudi Arabia, like all this shit, and you're just like, man, like come on, guys. I don't know. Crazy. I think New Japan Wrestling is supposed to be pretty hype. I don't watch it, but there's a UFC fighter who got really fucked over named Tom Lawler. I don't know if that's what he fights under. But he got like his career like just straight fucking ripped off of him, bro. Like they said he tested positive for steroids, but he he didn't really pop for anything like measurable. It was like some picogram bullshit, and like the same thing happened to John Jones, and they just like moved the fight from it. Like that's the terrible fight that they moved the day before to like LA. So this guy like got suspended for 3 years. He couldn't fight, and all this shit, all this bad stuff happened to him, and it was really unjust, man.
That is pretty
and unjust. It was really stupid. But the last I heard is that he's like a pro wrestler now, and he's like doing like New Japan Wrestling or some shit. And I'm just like, good, because
that's
like
good shit.
He got his career like stolen from him by some dumb fucking sanctioning body that like doesn't know how to read their own fucking steroids test. And that's bullshit. Everyone knows that they were wrong about it, and no one's apologized for it. And it's really fucked up.
Because when you apologize, you know,
admitted
failure, dude.
Yeah, well, wrong. Everyone's wrong. From
people are afraid to be wrong, though.
You know.
But I do have one last thing. I'm gonna see if we can actually post it in the link for the video of this podcast. But I had a really, really epic Pokemon Showdown battle the other day.
Did you record it?
Yeah, I saved the replay. It was so godlike. Like I haven't played in months. I made this really, really. It's basically the same team I always do. I'll just switch a couple Pokemon out. But I didn't lose one Mon, dude. I killed this guy's whole team with like 3 Pokemon at least. And he was freaking out. He was doing weakness. Like, he was searching up my weaknesses. He's like, can I look up weaknesses and shit? I was like, go for it, bro. Like, I fucking bodied this guy. And he, like,
when was this?
It was yesterday morning, dude. Like, I was just leveling on WoW. I, like, randomly went into a game and, like, it was so cool because he was like talking with me and shit, and we were just like fucking going back and forth, and he's like, big brain moves, dude. I was like, nah, dog, like I'm fucking stupid as shit. Like,
is all that recorded?
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking sick. Yeah, check out the fucking chat, check out the video. It's
maybe
fucking
we can
good shit.
maybe we can do a clip of this, and then we can have that game put in.
That'd be fucking sick, dude. But it was hype. Shoutouts to fucking Trevenant, dude. Zombie tree build all day, dude. No one can fuck with that shit, dude.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's he has a move called Harvest, where if you give him a berry which replenishes his health, he'll harvest a new berry randomly each turn. So you have like a random chance to proc the berry again.
It's like some RNG bullshit.
Yeah, and I would leech seed him, I'd will of wisp them, I'd like just burn his team down little by little. Proc a berry, leech seed, get the health back from the berry. Like, I just kept my Pokemon at full health practically the whole game. And he was freaky. He almost had it one time, too. I did a fucking dumb move, but was it dumb, dude? Or was it like fucking like 2 steps ahead?
500 IQ.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
Just like, dude. You look all normal and like behind your brain, just like falling back.
Dude.
Like
yeah,
Frieza's fucking like, or cooler his head. Like, oh.
But yeah, that shit was fucking hype. I had to like tell the world, dude. I'm like, just know, dude. Like,
hell yeah, dude.
Pokemon, bro.
That's hype, dude. I'm down.
I like
do something like that.
I like wanted to show the dog trainer here yesterday when she was like showing us the dog. I was like, let me show you what kind of trainer I am. Like, yeah.
You like have been trying to adopt a dog.
This is very true for like 3 weeks now.
Why don't you just go buy a dog, bro?
Where?
What?
A fucking backyard? Like, remember when Petco used to sell dogs?
Dude, it is kind of weird.
You remember that though?
Yeah, of course.
We like went there thinking that like that was a thing still, and like, it was just like only grooming there, and like I was like, where's all this shit at, man? Like,
there used to be a place in the mall where you could buy dogs.
I know, we were thinking about that too, but I was like, still, they're fucking $1,000. They're like trying to sell them dogs. You know what I mean? It's like, let me rescue that guy. Like, let me give you a fucking.
It was always weird because like when we first got Choco, people would always be like, "Oh my god, like I love dogs. I have like 10 dogs. Like all our dogs are rescue dogs, and like." Who rescued who? Like, blah, 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 all this stuff. Like, what about your lovely little baby? Like, did you rescued her, right? I was like, no. They're like, oh,
you're a monster.
You bought her then. I was like, not necessarily. They're like, what's worse than that? I was like, well, we like found some
like dog prostitute ring, dude.
We like literally found this like my cousin got given this random like mutt Charlie, like little white dog at the ranch. It's like got one eye like ripped out of his face and he's all fucked up and shit. And, like he's just a weird looking little dog. And we were sitting there like, dude, like we gotta breed this guy with something. He looks so fucking cool. Like he's all random, like white, like long haired. Like he looks like a Great Pyrenees. It's like this big, and his body's kind of longer. So we were like, maybe he's got some like dachshund in him or some shit. Yeah. So we're like, let's breed it with the dachshund. Like we like literally like not only did we like not adopt it or like buy it from like one of those puppy mills, like bro, like we like destroyed like tens of dogs' lives. Like we like bought this like dachshund from like a breeder, like it was a puppy, like, and then it grew up and finally we're like made them like have sex with each other. We were like beating them until they like came into estrus, and then we like this is like
so bad. Yeah.
No, I'm trying to make it worse than it actually is, but long story short, they had babies, and then we had one litter, and then we like castrated them all, like castrated Charlie and the other one, Lacey, we got spayed. Yeah. But then Lacey got fucked up by a coyote and then like died from her injuries, and then all the puppies were like given out to random people, and like last I heard, like Choco's like the sole survivor of the whole like lineage of them, dude.
Damn.
Because these guys were like all ranch people, so like they were just outdoor dogs, and there's so many fucking coyotes and bison and all shit, dude. Little people are like, "Oh, coyotes are cute and all that shit." It's like, no, they're not.
They're vicious, dude.
They'll fucking kill your baby right in front of you, like eat their fucking. No, don't ever. People are so.
Watched a coyote.
People are so crazily naive about nature, dude. The other day I saw this baby bird that like was up like a swallow. You know what I'm talking about, like a mud bird.
Yeah.
A baby one had fallen down on the ground, and I was sitting there, and I was just like, "This poor bastard." And like, I was like, I was like, I could kill you right now and I'd like put you in your misery, but I was like, I don't want to carry that weight. I was like, I'll let nature run its course, bro. And God only knows the fucking suffering that poor fucking thing had to go through, but
that's nature, dude.
I've seen it all, man, when it comes to shit like that, and
it's fucked, dude.
There was this question, remember that book we were talking about? It was like, what is one thing you wish you could unlearn, you know? And I was just thinking, I didn't even say it, but I was like, maybe thinking of all the things, bro. I was like, I wish I didn't know you could like skin a like seen some fucked up shit, buddy. So like, people probably think this shit's fake, but it's real. You can get a calf that is like stillborn. The mama thinks that it's alive, right? And then you got this. Sometimes it'll happen. It only happened like 5 times my whole life, but like every once in a while there'll be like a mother that shortly died after giving birth. So there's a baby that doesn't have a mom anymore, or the mama this is more likely happens, is that the mama like doesn't want to take care of the baby for some reason. It's weird. It looks at it and it's like it's too weak or something. Like I'm not gonna raise it, or it's like too socialized.
Yeah.
And it's like the herd's moving. Like I want to stick with the herd, so like it abandons its baby. So you got this baby that's like healthy, that the mother abandoned, or for some crazy reason like died in some probably horrible fashion.
Yeah,
it's a rough world out there.
Oh yeah.
But you can take this stillborn baby that the mom is still like, it thinks it's alive. It's really fucked up. Like it sits there and protects it. It's like any minute now it's gonna get up and like start.
Yeah, okay.
But they like graft with each other's like smells. So you take the dead baby and you skin it, and then you like do some leather face like crazy fucking like cannibal shit, and like make a little dress over the other calf that doesn't have a mama. And then you put them like you take the baby that's dead and you like make it look like it's like walking away. Wow. And then you cut it up and you put its like pelt like on the back, just straight raw, bro. You don't fucking cure or anything. No. You just put it straight on the back of the other one, like tie it up with some like baling wire, and you like reintroduce each other. And the mama smells like the back of that baby that's dead and thinks it's hers. And then they start like, she starts nursing it, and that baby's eaten for the first time, and it's like whole live, and like, damn. And you're just like, this is fucked up. Obviously, it's like overall, it's like generally good, right? You like take some fucked up situation, like
turn it into a good thing,
turn it into something good. But like, I mean, you have to get your hands dirty a little bit. Yeah, like it's kind of fucked up. Like taking this like dead infant, just like skinning it alive. It's not alive, but you know what I mean.
No,
like you're just still, like, it's just fucked up, dude. I remember telling people that shit, and they're like, "That's not real." And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, dude." And TOs don't fucking make money off of like they're not monetizing this in any way, shape, or form. You know, there isn't an incentive to not use a drug that's $1 a dose compared to one that's $3,000 a dose.
Only Quailman knows, dude. Never forget, dude.
Yeah,
man. Well, what do you say, dude? You got anything else to say, or what?
Just that shout outs to Cody and TTF, and hopefully sometime soon we can all get back together and play games. I know I don't play like modern games. Like I've always liked playing old games. Street Fighter 4 was like random that I actually like played it, and I didn't play it around it. No, I played it when it first came out. I just didn't get too into it. Mm-hmm. It was like, for whatever reason, when Super came out, I was like, this is it. I'm gonna play Guile, and I'm gonna like be the best. And I honestly, I tried, but I didn't try as hard as I could have. If I wanted to, I probably could have done a lot better, and I could have stuck with it. And I could have been like super good, but I had fun with it,
dude. Yeah, I just had fun.
I had fun with it. I beat some people. I lost a lot. I talked a lot of shit.
Yep.
I had a lot of money matches.
Also met a lot of good people, and you know.
I met a lot of good people. I met a lot of friends. That's the thing, is like when you're playing it's like a bonding thing. It's like we're all struggling together. We're all learning. We're all
progressing.
We all the ups and downs, the emotional roller coaster of like cheering your friend on in a match, and you see like the tide change, the highs when Richard beat the whole East Coast team. We were there, bro. That was the most epic shit.
Fucking voice, dude. That was insane.
You know, and he beat like Idom, fucking all the. So, and the way he did it, dude, was like the greatest thing ever. He just like. He like jumped in and baited out like a wake up, all like super or whatever. He just like dashed forward like when he like woke up super and like wound up behind him, and then it was so godlike, bro. Just clowned him. Well, I'm sick and tired of these East Coast guys like ruining our scene. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, kid, dude? Like, what do you know about pool?
Yeah.
What have you fucking...
No shit, dude.
Get your money together. Let's fucking play some games. Let's drink, smoke, fucking... I need to go to the bathroom really quick so I can play better. You know what I mean? Like, fucking... I mean, it is just... back to the idea of like, oh, the FGC is like the greatest community of all time. It's like, when has gamers ever been a good community of anything?
Yeah.
It's like, we're the worst fucking people on the planet. That's why we do what we do, dude.
Yeah.
We're like... It just makes the worst version of you, man. And yeah,
shout outs to Cody, dude.
Shout outs to Cody for fucking nurturing our fucking our descent,
breastfeeding all these fucking like
that meme that Robert finds made where it's like
yeah, that was good, dude. That's really good. Shout outs to Robert, dude. That was fucking funny, dude.
Yeah,
that's a good one, dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you know. Yeah, dude. Shout outs to fucking Adderall and shit, dude. Shout outs to fucking it all, dude.
Shout outs, dude.
Fucking Ilya like cracked out his mind at fucking Evo, like Bally's Evo. He's just like, I can't lose if I'm on this fucking. It was like like, have you ever seen Unlimited with like
magic beans, dude?
It's like it's a sensitive thing, like no, bro. It's like you're like, let's no, man, like, come on now. Yeah, we're all the best people. This community is full of the. I mean, I can go on all day about this shit, bro. It's like, and then everyone, your ego. The best is that guy was talking shit on Facebook about. I was all like, am I the only person who thinks this shit's funny when this happens? And that ST guy was like, saying like, I like seeing people better. I'm like, okay, like I actually, but then he's like, and your ego is like out of control or like unbelievable or something. I was like, what does this have to do with my fucking ego, bro? I was like, yeah, it is fucking out of control. I was like, but this has nothing to do with this, you little fucking bitch. Like, fuck you. I try to be cool and cordial with people, but
sometimes people need to get sent to hell, dude.
I was like, it's just, long story short, dude, like, I don't care about the beginner's experience, and maybe that makes me a bad person. Maybe I'm just in tune with my shadow. If anyone's a fan of Jungian philosophy or fucking psychology, I don't know. You guys fucking aren't too well read, but you know, just think about it. Do you really care, or is it just performative fucking bullshit that just makes you feel better about yourself at the end of the day? Because, you know, you gotta have something.
Yep.
You gotta have something to make yourself feel better about yourself.
Weighing that head on.
Otherwise, the weight of the world is too fucking heavy to carry, dude.
Yeah.
And what else can we fucking do, man? So people will find their own ways, but, you know, just think about it for a little bit.
Think about it.
All right, man.
Get sure to go next Sunday, boy.
Oh.